So, yesterday, last night, I watched Die Hard. You know what? I'm gonna have to say it. It's not an action movie. It's not a Christmas movie. It's one of the greatest fucking movies of all time. All right.
Yeah.
Oh damn it! There you go. Why is this not?
You see what happens? You start saying the wrong shit,
The greatest,
and you get penalized, right? You got penalized. I didn't do it. You penalized yourself. You couldn't even
making it a Christmas movie correctly. Making it a Christmas movie is telling people you should only watch it during.
It's been willed by the zeitgeist.
That means you should only watch it during Christmas, which is false. That's a year-long,
It's a year-round movie.
No, you don't watch fucking Elf in fucking July.
Does watching Gremlins during?
Yeah, that's a year-long movie too.
Yes, it is.
Do you watch Miracle on 34th Street in July?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about like Santa.
Do you watch Home Alone? Do you watch Home Alone in July?
Home Alone, you can watch it anytime and any place.
Do you though?
I have. I've watched Christmas Story. I've watched A Christmas Story in July.
I want to see the records on this.
Yeah.
I want to see the streaming records.
I watched Jingle all the way in February. It doesn't.
I watched that one too. Dude, that fucking Sinbad's a prick in that movie. Dude, he didn't deserve that.
Sinbad.
You
need a foil.
He reminds me.
Let's get the show started. You need a foil though.
He reminds me of you. That's why I think a little unhinged. All right, welcome to SF Combo Comedy. This is the SF Comedy Hour. This is what 151, 152.
Yeah. See, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, Rick's on point as usual. Welcome to the show. This is our end of year, our personal top 10 of 2022. Hopefully, nothing spectacular happens in the next 5 days, but I'm betting it won't. But we'll see. You never know. We might have to come back and revise this list. Joined by the Hondolorian, a returning champion, our guest star galore. How you doing, Mr. Hondolorian?
I'm great, man. I'm ready to end this year. It's been awesome. And start off next year, right? Everything's going good. I hope everyone's doing well. It's great to see your lovely faces. Holiday was great.
Yeah.
Anytime you get to sleep in, it's bonus, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Right on. Meshellica rocks. What's up, Meshellica? How you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for the invite again. Christmas was low key. Unfortunately, there was some stuff that happened at work that I had to deal with. We were supposed to go out to see Violent Night movie today. Couldn't do it. So I spent my time going down on my list here. So I'm ready to go.
I think that movie's cursed. I think Violent Night is cursed.
Yeah, huh?
I think so.
When I was supposed to go see it, I got there's some shenanigans that happened. So yeah, I think that movie's just fucking cursed. Mr. Effort, Mr. Grayson, the jolliest of jolly. The brown Santa to us all. What's going on?
I'm fucked. Yeah. My back went out today.
Oh no!
Just from trying to put on pants. So
that's when you know you're old. When your back goes out.
Something as simple as fucking sneezing in your I tried to put
on your pantaloons.
Yeah, one leg after the other way, and all of a sudden it was just like something's wrong.
Oh no!
Fall. Yeah,
Kevin.
And a little bit of pain, but Christmas was good. Just sucks that it was 3 days off. On the third day, he let his back go out on him. So yeah,
Aww.
Jeez,
not cool.
He misses work so much his back went out.
I'm gonna miss a lot more work like that. I can't do work. I'm gonna just show up and be a presence. I got keys to lock up and close down, and that's it.
Get you a wheelchair. Just fucking hover around. We'll tie it to something. Oh man, that sucks, man. Oh well,
Sorry, man.
I need a Stephen Hawking chair. That's what I need.
There you go. Just move it with your fucking tongue.
Professor X.
Professor Latina X.
Professor Latin X.
Don't you do that.
Oh man, I need somebody to make a sketch of that. Professor Latinx. Renee, what's up, Renee? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Krista, happy greetings, geeks. Renee, I haven't seen Avatar 2. Me neither.
Yeah, I know, right? We haven't.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas to all. I haven't seen the new Black Panther movie either from Renee. Yeah.
Me neither.
Missing out.
I like it. I
I liked it.
Great.
No, you're missing out. It's a good movie.
It's
I'm not saying it's not
checking
a great movie, but it's a good movie.
out. It's got issues. Just watch it for Namor alone. That's all you need right there. All right. So yeah, we missed a couple weeks, so our schedules have been kind of all over the place, but we're back at it with our top 10. I think next week we'll be doing our preview issue. We got some noise. Somebody's got some noise going on. Some wind. Somebody's got wind on the computer. Is that you, Rick?
Nope.
I hear a buzzing sound. Is that Bo in the background?
Somebody sounds like they're in a fucking wind tunnel. That's what it sounds like.
Is Bo? Let's see.
Bo's over there blowing on a jug. That's what it sounds like. He sounds like one of the country bears.
Wow.
Oh, I was going to say
Hondo, it's yours.
Let me see what's let me troubleshoot.
Is it windy? Are you near a window or something?
Let me figure some stuff out. I'm not near a window. I mean, there's no wind. Hold on.
He's on a hoverboard.
Sounds like somebody just started up a fucking electronic Kia.
Sounds like a lightsaber.
Looking for someone to fight.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing our preview episode next week sometime. We'll work out the time, but it was fun revisiting that 2022 preview. We got some things right, spot on, and we got some things really wrong. But it was fun to go back and watch.
Was it Morbius? Did you get Morbius
right? Morbius, right? I think we got that one right. But it was fun to go back and kind of look at what we were excited about and what turned out to be absolute dog shit. Like our enthusiasm for the Jurassic Park movie was really, we're really juiced on that.
Oh, yeah. Because of where we thought it was going to go. That was the whole problem with that.
Yeah, no.
What else?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like horrible, but it wasn't like what we thought it was going to be. But all right. And our list kind of works out where it's our personal top 10. So this could be anything from movies, TV shows, toys, concerts, just any sketches, whatever your personal top 10 is. So yeah, we're gonna be going. Hondo, how you doing?
Good. I'm right.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Better.
You're not sounding like fucking you're in a lightsaber fight on a hoverboard.
It's my stupid refrigerator. It makes this noise and like it's just a piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh, that was weird.
I bring you peace. Sound like Mr. Burns in the woods when
you bring love.
Kill it. All right. So let's jump in our top 10, our personal top 10. We're gonna do honorable mentions. We're gonna do 3 honorable mentions. I'm still on the fence about my 3, but
might change at the last minute.
Let's see, how should we do this? You want to start us off, Mr. Effort, or you want to start off with Meshellica?
We'll start with Meshellica.
Right,
I didn't know we were gonna get 3 fucking
rocks.
I have to look.
3 honorable mentions. All right, let's go, Meshellica.
3.
Meshellica, Hondo. You want to go second to last? Or you want to go last, Rick?
I'll go last.
Okay, so I'll go Meshellica, Hondo, me, and Rick. Okay, that's our order. We'll do 3 honorable mentions. You don't have to have honorable mentions at all, just if you want to have some honorable mentions. All so right. Honorable mentions here. Get 3 of them. So Michelle, give us your 3 honorable mentions.
Yes, I do actually, and of course it took a while because I kept like switching things around. But since 'tis the Christmas season and all, my first honorable mention, which I guess would be number 13 on this list, is actually unique Christmas gifts. And the really cool thing that I did not even expect this, but I got a Christmas card in the mail, and I was like, okay, who's this from? And it's from the Tiny Onion Studios, which is actually James Tynan's comic studio, and he sent me a Christmas card.
Oh, dope.
He sent me Erica Slaughter.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, from Something is Killing the Children Christmas card. So it's a nice Christmas card from him. and he signed it. James
Oh, nice.
Tynan. So the artist is Werther Deladera, who is the artist for Something is Killing Children. So hopefully, if I see him, I'll get him to sign this. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, I had
Have him do a sketch on the other side, inside.
exactly.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But the most unique Christmas gift is from our dear friend Lori G. Lori, I love you. Can you all see this?
Oh my God.
3 wise women.
Freaking 3 wise golden girls waiting for Dorothy, but I absolutely adore this. When Bo brought these home, I just cried. They're just, Sophia, Rose, and of course Blanche. I mean, this is just awesome. Thank you so much. So
I thought it would have been Dorothy as one of them, but yeah, like, they put Rose.
she's missing, but she'll be coming.
Love it. She has her wisdom.
She's the baby Jesus.
She is. She's a little late, but that's okay. Okay, honorable mention 2, which is actually number 12, I guess, is, well, we were all just talking about this earlier, the 49ers, the run with Mr. Brock Purdy. And I don't know what to say, but it's just like the surprise for the season. But the game that we just saw, for Christmas, this is what I was wearing.
Yeah, nice.
My little George Kittle t-shirt. I can't wash it anymore because it's like the lucky t-shirt. But the story about Brock Purdy is like, he was like what, third string quarterback. He was there with Trey Lance. He was there with Jimmy G. He was listening to Shannon. He was prepared and he executed. And I'm just happy to see how far we can go with this guy. But
yeah, he practiced with the number 1 defense in the league. Against the number 1 defense in the league during the season.
When you got Bosa coming against you, you better be ready.
Yeah, and Mr. Irrelevant is relevant. So
he is relevant.
Yeah.
And my last honorable mention is, and I'm very excited if y'all can see my T-shirt. Pantera's coming back, celebration tour. So very, very happy. Last time, the only time I saw Pantera with the Abbott brothers was the 1995 concert in San Jose, and I had seen Phil Anselmo with Down at the Fillmore, and I'd seen Rex Brown at Zach Wilde's Roast down in Anaheim. So I'm really amped for that tour. But I don't want to see them opening up. I want them to be like the headliner. So they're supposed to do some shows with Metallica. So I'm going to pass on that. But yeah, that's my third honorable mention there that I'm really happy about.
Lori, you're welcome, Michelle. Dorothy was sold out. Of course she was.
Okay. Gotta find her. But
that's the hunt figure right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
She just gave you a challenge. Now it's like, you find the rest.
We'll find Dorothy. She's my favorite anyway. All right, those are my honorable mentions.
Nice.
All you gotta do to find Dorothy is just click your heels together. Mr. Hondo Lorian, what's your honorable mentions for this year? What Madonna concert did you make it to this year?
I didn't see Madonna this year. I don't know if she had any concerts, but I did at the beginning of the year in January. I did go see Lisa and the Cult Jam with full force, and that was just friggin' awesome. It was at the Bow Theater in San Leandro. And I actually have a little clip. I'll see if I can play it for you guys.
We're kicking some freaking ass.
Oh, no shit. Bow-legged Lou.
Alex, and I'm at a house party? He says he's at a house party. I'm Pee-wee from the movie House Party. And Alex, me and him, we're kicking some freaking ass.
Alex is being kidnapped.
So that's Pee-wee from House Party, which I love. It's a friggin' it was just such a good concert, and it was a last minute thing. But if they come around again, I'm gonna go see them again, and I'll let you guys know about it. Cool. So that kicked off my year in January. That was my first concert of the year. And another concert that I went to, I took my mom, and we went to go see the great Tom Jones.
Nice.
Oh my God, man. I'd never seen him before. And and we just had an awesome time. It was at the Masonic, really good seats in the balcony. And he told the story about how he was talking to Elvis, and Chuck Berry walked by, and Elvis told him, That's the real king of rock and roll. Wow, what a story from Tom Jones, man. And of course it was magical. I forgot that he did a cover for Prince. He did Kiss. Yeah. So that was
It's actually better than Prince's version. Hot take.
Ooh. That's debatable, but yeah. But Prince wrote a lot of stuff for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that was a good concert. And my number 3 pick is my favorite all-time indie Image comic book. Came to a triumphant end. The Great Deadly Class. High School Assassins in San Francisco, Nicaraguan kid. This is the last issue.
Out of my
Nice.
And just too bad the show was not successful, but that's okay.
The show was shit.
The show looked horrible. It didn't. It looked like. Did you actually?
It was way different. You know, it was way different.
It would have went by the comic book. That show would have that would have been up there with The Boys and like fucking Umbrella Academy and shit. But the show totally like mistook what the fucking show was about.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
So the comic book is excellent. The art is fantastic, amazing. There's actually pictures, drawings of the Fillmore. There's drawings of Lucky Penny. It's basically a Nicaraguan kid is in San Francisco. He's in a school of assassins in the 80s, and he works at a comic book store. So I can totally identify with all of that except being an assassin. So, yeah, man, I love that series, and it came to a triumphant end. And it was a labor of love for the writer Rick Remender. So that had to make my list. Deadly Class. Check it out, folks.
Right on. Lori's wearing her Tom Jones sweatshirt right now. All right. Cool. Deadly Class. I'm on book 11 right now, so I'm a trade and a half away from the ending. It's pretty good. All right. So my honorable mentions. All right. I got this Bob Layton, a legendary Iron Man artist, drawing the worthy Doctor Doom. This was my first sketch of the year. I got a few, not too many sketches, but this was the first one I got in the beginning of the year through sketch group on Facebook. He did all, this classic, the Iron Man versus Doom storyline, Doom Quest, basically all the cool armor, like the Centurion red and silver armor. He designed that. He was basically any cool Iron Man shit you remember from the 80s. That was Bob Layton. He knew he drew a hell of a fucking cool Iron Man suit. He knows how to draw armor really well. You can tell by like his Doom's leg, like it shines off without any color. It shines. That's one of my honorable mentions. Also getting to see Chris Rock. Chris Rock at the Masonic. Coincidentally enough, seeing one of my favorite he's in my top 5 favorite comedians of all time, and getting to see him live and in person with really good seats too. Benefit of working for Evil Corporation. Getting to see Chris Rock, he lived up to the hype. He was hilarious. He was pretty much all I wanted, exactly what I wanted from Chris Rock. He was funny, poignant. And he still got the juice, man. He's still one of the best comedians of all time. So I've gotten to see 2 of my top 5 comedians live. So I got Chris Rock and George Carlin. So
that was after the slap, huh?
Yeah, that was in July. Yeah. He made a joke about it, but he didn't like he made like one quick little joke about it. I heard he's talking about it a little bit more, but that was fine. I want to see Chris Rock. I don't care about fucking bitch ass Will Smith. I
warned everybody.
Also, my honorable mentions. Damn, it's these 3 TV things. But I'm going to have to go with House of the Dragon. House of Dragon, so fucking good. One of my favorite shows of the year, for sure. It's just Game of Thrones done awesomely. I didn't hate the last season of Game of Thrones. I can see why people have issues with it, but this season, the acting. What's his name? Patty.
Considine.
Yeah.
He needs to win every fucking award ever invented because he's fucking so good, man. His story arc is just so good. It's so brutal. I hated Matt Smith. I think me and Rick shared a hatred of Matt Smith for a long time, but after Last Night in Soho and House of Dragon, he's jumped
him in everything.
Yeah, he's he's my dog now. I'm like, yeah. Now the hate has gone from him. But House of Dragon, amazing writing, amazing storytelling, just fucking and a bunch of dragons. Oh, like this show is awesome. Definitely one of my favorite shows. Didn't almost made the top 10, but it's so fucking good, so fucking good. Mr. Effort, any honorable mentions for us?
Dude, so it really was the year of TV.
Yeah.
I think movies kind of just really fell by the wayside, even though there were a few good movies this year. But it really was the year of TV. So I'm gonna start with. I know people. It's an honorable mention. I know there's people who have their detractors, but Rings of Power. Rings of Power. It feels for the novice who's going into like Lord of the Rings stuff. If you watch like the Lord of the Ring movies and then you watch Ring of Power, then you go back and watch them again, you kind of get a lot more of you can hear the language and how they pronounce names, and now you'll know who the blessing is of, who the blessing is from, or what that word means. You get to see certain locations that that you're like, oh yeah, that's in this, and I think that's cool because that's what I love is world building. So Rings of Power is great. It's a slow burn. Starts off maybe 3 or 4 episodes, kind of building everything out, and setting you up for the story. Kind of feels like Fellowship, but the middle it does pick up, and once it picks up, shit really starts happening really fast, and that's what I kind of dug about it. So so let me see, Rings of Power, that would be 13. It's like I said, movie year. Let me see. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I didn't really have anything in order. I know what's at the top. Is
Nightwing it.
No,
Nightwing it, yeah.
Night something. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's definitely on my honorable mention list. Just getting to see finally Moon Knight up there. Kind of the split personalities. I like seeing everything that it was having to offer. I'm not sure if they're going into, or I'm not sure, have they said if they were going into a second season of Moon Knight yet?
They've been vague about it, but there's been
they've been vague. They haven't mentioned or said anything solid.
In stone. I have a feeling he's going to show up in one of the movies. I think we're going to get like a Midnight Suns kind of thing going on. I think that's what we're kind of building to. So if we don't see him in a TV show, we'll see him in Midnight Suns.
So I'm loving Moon Knight. Moon Knight's great. The CG in it was fucking great for a TV show. That's one of the big bangers that came out of I think Disney Plus this year was Moon Knight. So that's number 12. All right, so let me finish it off. That way, I don't have any other games on this list. Oh, wow, number 11 is fucking Elden Ring.
I'm surprised. I thought that'd be top 10 for you, man.
Yeah, it was, but like I said, it's the year of the show. It really is the year of the TV show. There's so much good TV. I'm surprised House of Dragons isn't just an honorable mention. House of Dragons is amazing.
Yeah.
It delivers pretty fast for people like, oh, I want to see dragons. There you go. You got dragons.
You got dragons.
You got dragons.
Yeah, surprisingly, only one TV show in my top 10.
Really?
So,
spoiler alert. Yeah.
Can you recap those, Rick? Those three?
So, shit. Can I recap them? Let me see. I
forgot
what I was talking about. Moon Knight. No, yeah, Moon Knight. Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And
Elden Ring. What's that?
So George R. R. Martin, the guy who was the writer for House of the
Game
Dragon.
of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. He worked in conjunction with a company called From Software. From Software.
Oh, video game.
Yes, From Software. They've created some of the best games. Like there's called the Dark Souls series, where it's really hard gaming. I mean, it's more for the more hardcore gamer. It lets you die and everything, but if you don't get to the spot where you died safely and collect your stuff, you zero out. So you keep playing the game, but if you were saving, let's say 500,000 souls, and you weren't able to get back to your body without dying, or get back to your goods, everything that you had there is gone.
Wow.
So
Right.
Yeah, it's a harder game. I really appreciated it. I love the storyline of Elden Ring. How you as a tarnished soul are in the in between worlds. The game is absolutely beautiful. It does give a sense of, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons. The dragons are fucking huge. The beasts are fucking huge. This game is specifically made for you to play this game solo, and it allows you to play solo. But it also has the capability that if you're having trouble, you can set a summon marker, and you can have a friend come and help you. You can have a couple of friends.
Hondo come help you for this one. This should make your top 10 if you're going to talk about this.
Yeah. Right. I need some.
No, I didn't know though. I'm not well versed on video games.
I would love to watch how you explain video games to Hondo.
It's sick. I mean, you can take your guy a lot of ways in this game. You can learn. You can be a mage. You can be a savage battler, or you know, you can be like a priest, a healer. You
could be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a sick game. Elden Ring.
Put it in your top 10 then. Alex is going to put it in his top. That conversation is going to go in his top 10.
So mean, Ray. So mean.
You should put it. You want to talk about it? Put it in your top 10. All right. Please.
I love that game.
I needed some context, man. I'm sorry.
Well, he said it was a video game, and he explained it. It was a video.
He said Elden Ring, and then
typical.
It was game of the year, by the way, this year.
Yeah. Please like, follow, subscribe, all that good shit. If it's your first time here, turn on the notification bell to know when we were on. Our schedule's a little weird, but usually, what's our usual schedule, Rick? It's like usually Saturday.
I don't even know anymore.
It's either Tuesdays or Saturdays usually. And of course, we're doing it on a Monday. So yeah, come join us. We love talking comics, movies, TV shows. Mr. Effort explaining video games to Alex is always fun. Should definitely check that out. All right, so let's
Rebel said this would be the show.
Live music, rock concerts.
All right, so let's jump into our top 10, our personal top 10 of the year. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then our top pick, our number one pick of the year. All right, so Meshellica, give us your 10, 9, 8.
Okay, well, let's see. Number 10. Well, you know I can't have a list without Johnny Depp in it. So I'm going to say 2022 was the return of Johnny Depp. After that crazy dramedy court scene, he's back.
I watched.
It was fascinating. It was fascinating. Yeah. That whole fucking trial was fascinating.
I learned a lot.
Crazy.
There was a lot of crazy stuff going on there.
Yeah, learn not to judge Johnny Depp right away. Let it play out.
I saw him with Jeff Beck at the Hard Rock Casino up at Wheatland, which is like north of like Sacramento, looking good. And he's going to be back on tour with Hollywood Vampires soon. I can get my third tattoo finally if I do a meet and greet. And he just opened up a website on Instagram. It's called Never Fear Truth, and he's like opening it up for like his art projects, prints. He's selling things like jewelry and apparel and stuff like that. But it's another way for him to kind of like, you know, get his creativity out and about. So that's number 10 for me, Return of Johnny Depp. Okay, number 9. Okay, so May 6, 2022 was a crappy day because that was when... and everybody, you guys have talked about this before on a different show. This is when, sorry, I'm going to get a little sad here. Oh, no. But this is when Uncle George Perez unfortunately passed away. This was the last time I had seen him at Dragon Con 2019. This is the last picture I took with him. He was just a lovely man. So I'm celebrating him as number 9 for Remembrance and Resurgence. So it was nice to see that he had done like a last visit over at DC Studios with Jim Lee and Marv Wolfman. He had one more, it wasn't really a convention, but it was a get together in Florida for like a bunch of costumers that he had seen. Really cool thing is that he had asked DC and Marvel to re-release the JLA Avengers book. And then the proceeds of those went to the Hero Initiative, which is the federal funded nonprofit to help, you know, comic artists. So I went ahead and I don't know if you guys saw this, but it came out with the George Perez poster book, which is just awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, that's amazing.
20 posters you can pull out, but it ranges all, Teen Titans, Batman, Wonder Woman, Crisis Infinite Earth, everything. So I'm very happy to get that. But the one thing that I do regret, I never got Uncle George to do an actual sketch. So I ended up going on to, our favorite place to purchase things. And I ended up getting a CGC certified sketch of Ares that George Perez did in 2019. So hard to see it, but
that's fire, man. That's awesome.
I mean, I wanted to get Wonder Woman, maybe Teen Titans or something, but then I said, you know what, this Ares, because I'm an Aries, so this is just perfect.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Take it out of that CG case. No art should be in CG cases.
Yeah, I know.
Let that art be free. Don't frame it in a nice frame. Fuck that CGC legal.
I know, but I just had to get
awesome.
it. That's what I found, and that's what I had to get.
That's awesome. So, yeah, some of those head sketches were kind of like, but that's a lot of good detail on there too. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's his design of Ares too.
Yeah. Yes,
that's his design. So it's like excellent. Yeah, man. That'll go up with all your warrior sketches and stuff. Like you have like Conan and warriors and stuff, Michelle.
Yes.
Sorry, interrupt.
A lot of warrior, not like the dubs. I hear you.
Fighters and stuff. Not like.
Can you explain sketches to Alex? Because he.
All right, and my number 8 is I actually went to my very first Warriors NBA Finals game at the Chase Center.
Sweet.
It was game 1. They lost, but it was still electrifying and awesome. And then, of course, you get like your T-shirt. So there's the gold-blooded 2022 Finals T-shirt I got, and it was great. I mean, it was expensive, but it was a great experience. Hopefully we'll see them again, another playoff round. But the nice thing is on the road games, you can go to Chase and they have watch parties. So like tickets will be like $25. You can sit at Chase Center and they'll have the big screen and show the game on the road, which I actually went with my siblings. I think it's
fun.
3 or game 4. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Those things are fun. It's just being around the fans.
Yes.
That many fans and cheering. That's what makes it so much fun.
And it's funny because like even though you're sitting there watching a jumbotron, when they start chanting "Ref, you suck," I mean the whole stadium is like "Ref, you suck." It was great. So that's my 10-9-8 for 2022.
Nice. All right. Hold on one second. Let's see here. I got a couple chats. Lori, that George Perez sketch is incredible. R.I.P. Uncle George. From Renee, R.I.P. Golden State Warriors. Followed Steph Curry's parade bus from Market to Drum all the way to 8th Street, yelling, "I love you, Steph!" And he looked at me and hoisted the trophy. There you go.
That's
cool.
Like Simba. Showed you Simba. Awesome. That's fucking cool. All right. Let's see. All right. Hondo, what is your 10-9-8?
10-9-8. Okay. Number 10. It's a little movie I've been talking about a lot. And it was actually in the theaters, and I wish I would have seen it in the theaters, but instead you can catch it on Netflix. And it is the movie RRR.
Oh, yeah.
Rise, Roar, Revolt. Hell yeah, that movie was friggin' awesome, man. It's basically like a buddy cop movie, kind of like it's based on 2 historical Indian figures. And it's like a what if they met. And they're like friggin' superheroes in this movie, and it takes place in the 1920s, where England is colonizing India, and these two buddies get together and they're like superheroes. They basically go Captain America, and it's over the top. It has a dance sequence. It's not Bollywood, but Tollywood, which is a competition for Bollywood in India.
Yeah, it's like a different part of India. Yeah, like it's.
And I think it's the highest grossing movie in India of all time, or it's up there at least. And it's just a fun movie. I loved it, and I thought it was.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours long. That's the only. That's
It's a little over 3 hours long, but I'll just tell you, just watch the first 30, 40 minutes, and oh man, it's just awesome. Like the introduction of these characters is great.
I've seen the clips. It's like way over the. It's like weird, crazy action. It's like over the top. Like fucking,
it's hilarious though. I kind of like it that it's not like trying to be serious, like in that sense, but it's really good. Okay, and number 9 is on my birthday. I went to go see the legendary Kraftwerk.
Wow.
Whoa, nice.
The pioneers of electronic music. That was just an amazing show. It was a 3D show, so they basically had like 3D effects on stage behind them, and it was just really, really damn good. And very danceable too. Like I didn't realize how much that music was danceable. But another great concert for me. I loved it. It was on my birthday, and it was awesome, man. So that's my number 9. And my number 8 is not the comic book, but the TV show Werewolf by Night on Disney, which starred Gabrielle
Luna.
What's his name? Garcia? Gabrielle
Garcia Bernal.
Yeah, Gabrielle Garcia Bernal. And man, I'm sure you've seen it. I mean, I know you guys have seen it. Have you seen it, Michelle?
Oh yes,
You've seen
definitely.
it. Yeah.
We bullied Bo into watching it. We was like, dude,
my God. Man, it is so good. It was like the perfect movie to see right before Halloween. And like they have all these awesome Marvel horror characters in it. Elsa Bloodstone, who I'm in love with. And the werewolf was awesome, and of course the man thing. It's on Disney. If you haven't seen it, drop everything and go check it out, because it is like a little, like about an hour long, and it's just fire, man. It's like Man Thing fire. So good. So good. Check it out. It's friggin' awesome. Werewolf by Night on Disney.
It's good.
Cool.
That's my 1098.
That's 1098.
Yes,
cool.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, right there. Got that 1098. All right.
Got the 1098.
Go my number 10, the Warriors Championship.
Warriors.
Warriors. It was great. It was much needed. Bay Area needed a championship. We've been kind of suffering the last couple of years with no championship. So I got my little bootleg ring with the little Dakota ring. Picked up on eBay. It's like $20 on eBay. It's a nice heavy fucking ring too. But just a great game, man. Just a great series. It's just, staff on fire. And, you never know what, the future brings, if this might be the last one. But I doubt it. I think they still have enough juice for another one. Maybe not this year, but hopefully next year they'll have some more juice. But the Warriors, that championship run was awesome. Anytime we get a Bay Area championship. And the Niners, I almost put the Niners on my list, but I want to see how this all plays out, because if they win a championship, they'll be high on my list next year. So I'm very excited. Bears sports, other than certain teams, very exciting to watch. So I won't get certain people started. All right, and one of my favorite TV shows of the year, Stranger Things, season 4. Season 4, so good, especially since it introduced one of my new favorite characters, Mr. Eddie Munson. Just a show that's already beloved, and I already love the show, but to introduce a character that is just awesome and just relatable, and like just you want to hang out with Eddie Munson, man. He just looked badass, he looked cool, and he was just funny. He was just a great character to add into the mythos of Stranger Things. I'm hoping they find a way to bring him back somehow. Maybe it has some kind of afterlife, demon, rock and roll demon or some shit. I don't know, but that character is awesome, man. And just it feels like just one of the best characters to come out of that show. And for a show in this 4th season to introduce a character like that, and so spoiler alert, heartbreaking. He dies in the show. Fucking heartbreaking, man. Like I it's a TV show. Yeah. It hurt like when Eddie Munson died, and he's crying with Dustin and shit. That fucking hurt. That got me, man, for sure. So that hurt. Number 8 on my list, Fan Expo SF. Fan Expo SF was awesome. We all got to hang out. Well, most of us got to hang out, and we got hotel rooms down there. We got to hang out and fucking, I got to. Do I still have it on? Yeah, I got to meet the guys from Clerks, which was awesome. We talked about it a few weeks ago, the Fan Expo. But me and Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran, and they were just exactly how you would want them to be. They were hilarious and funny and charming. So fucking super highlighted. Got a nice sketch from Matthew Clark, this magic sketch. Just the whole weekend getting to hang out with these guys and making fun of Bo, and
That's always fun.
And I like the way it wasn't like crowded. You can go up to like any like creators and talk to them. You didn't have to wait in line. I don't know how good it was for the creators, but as a fan, it was great. I love the way they set up, like the autograph stuff was all on another floor. The panel stuff was on the floor, so everything was like spread out, and it wasn't not everybody was on top of each other, move around. It never felt crowded or just too much. And it was just fun having a convention back in the city. I was skeptical when to this Fan Expo. I've been to a couple, like, were kind of underwhelming, so I was kind of on the fence. But seeing how it played out, and they're going to be here for the next few years. So I know what I'm doing on Thanksgiving weekend the next couple of years. It's a lot of fun, a lot of cool shit. We got to meet a lot of cool people, hang out with good friends. It was a lot of fun. So Fan Expo SF was awesome. So thanks to everyone that showed up for that. That was a lot of fun. So it was my 1098. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Craftwork from Renee. They played the Warfield in SF before. Yeah,
Missed that one.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago, right? That was a few years
It was
ago.
another 3D show that I missed.
Okay.
So I didn't want to miss this one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Mr. Effort, what is your 1098?
So I'm in the middle of watching. It would have been my number 10, but I didn't get to finish all of it. I didn't realize it was 11 episodes. Fucking The Sandman, which I am loving. And
You got up to 10?
Huh?
You got up to 10?
No, I'm like at episode 5. I just watched the diner scene, which was a little fucking nuts.
The diner was fucking insane.
And
Yes.
A Hope in Hell. Ooh.
Yeah, dude. So right now I'm loving it. That could have easily jumped on.
Just wait till you get to the cereal convention.
Yeah, cereal convention. Damn. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to put that up there, but I'm gonna put something up there. It's probably. I put this on some people's radars early after I saw it really quick. I was like, what the fuck is this? Legend of Vox Machina. Legend of Vox Machina is fucking awesome if you guys haven't seen it yet. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of Adult Swim cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the pieces of of like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of a party or any kind of RPG party. You get your barbarian, you get your paladin, you get your rogue, your archer, everything, and it's all rolled up into this fucking nice, cool looking anime, but it's very potty mouth, which I love. Fucking, yeah. Scanlan is fucking great. All these characters are just fucking ill. So yeah, I definitely would recommend people to watch Vox Machina. I know it's one of those things. But yeah. Number 9.
Yeah, it's fucking really good. The humor is good. There's been like stuff like this before too, where it's kind of falls flat, and they don't get the spirit of what they're trying to trying to parody. Well, not even parody, but just try to the story they're trying to tell within this universe, like that kind of like Dungeons and Dragons universe. That kills it. It's fucking really good. New season's coming up next year, so that's good.
New season's coming up. I think in the 23rd.
January? Okay.
Yeah, I want to say January. It's either that or Invincible's in January. One of the two. It's one of the two animated it's coming out. But yeah, if you guys liked Invincible and you like the blood, everything, go check out Vox Machina. It's just as good. It's a violent cartoon still, but it's funny. So yeah, it's a definitely it's a watch.
To see that.
Yeah, you should.
You'd dig it.
Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime, by the way.
Okay.
So let me see. Number 9, House of the Dragon. You can't. Yeah. I already said a lot of stuff. This is to me what I kind of wanted. I understand. I'm glad it had two. It was 200 years before, and one of the best things that I love about this is you get 4 episodes. They jump 10 years, and then they jump another 7 years. So you kind of do get the scope of these characters. They set the character up. You kind of have a feeling you know how he's going to be as he grows up. Yeah, some characters are still acting very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, versus a character who was acting like an asshole from the beginning, or they were forced him to be an asshole and he stayed an asshole. So I love the way the characters have grown throughout the whole show. I love the fact that there are dragons. I love the fact that they use their dragons and we get to see these dragons often. I love the fucking battles. I tell folks go watch. I think it's episode 3 or 4 where Damon goes at the Sand King, and he fucking just rushes up. He doesn't say a goddamn word. Oh man, he doesn't say a goddamn word. But just watch that scene how it plays out, Alex.
I've seen
great.
up to episode 5, by the way.
Oh,
I got to see episode 6. I've seen that episode, but
yeah, okay. Yeah, no,
yeah.
For people who haven't, you got to watch it already.
I was binging it since last night. I've watched 5 episodes since yesterday.
Dude, Damon is
that good.
Damon is great. I mean, he's probably become my favorite character in all of
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that I love. It's for me, it's Tyrion's my favorite, but this guy's slowly coming up because he does what the fuck he wants, and I just dig him. Matt Smith,
yeah, savage.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So all right, so that was number 9.
Doctor Who? No.
Oh, number 8. I'm with Ray, man. Stranger Things.
Ah, so good.
Stranger Things was awesome. Once again, what they did is every year's all seasons do this differently. They grab a couple of movies that's like the central theme, and it moves with the time. I think they were in 80. Where were they? 87, 88 now, or 89?
87, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could kind of feel how the progression goes, even though they do look very old. And they might consider
they're in their mid-30s now.
No, but what I think they should consider now is going a lot. Well, they can't go too far much into the future, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to leave fucking.
Kind of defeats the purpose of the show. It's supposed to be set in the 80s.
The town where they're at, though, it's all fucked up now. Hawkins is all fucking trash. So I can't wait, man. This is like the end of Buffy when they open the Hellmouth. I'm ready. Fucking season 5. So yeah, Stranger Things is definitely on there, and exactly what you said about Eddie Munson. I'm glad that folks have woken up to listen to the song Master of Puppets. Fucking Master of Puppets is fucking awesome.
Great album.
We all knew that back then. We know that shit now.
Wow.
So I'm just glad that the new generation is like, this is what music is. People had to pick up fucking instruments and play them at one point to fucking to make this thing that we call music. You just don't type it up on your computer and fucking just do it and shit. So
computer. I like the way you say computer.
Yeah, it's weird science. Kelly LeBrock. They made me up on their computer. So yeah, it's I'm digging. I dug this season. It fits within the whole Stranger Things. All these seasons, that's the best part. They do fit in the whole sense of the story. One episode stands out in 4 seasons that didn't fit. One episode. That's a hell of a thing to say for a show, because a lot of shows, they do have a lot of episodes that don't stand out. But Stranger Things this year delivered, expounded on characters. I love where it's going. Vecna was one of the great fucking villains coming out of this. So yeah, Stranger Things, definitely.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, no, it was good. Meshellica, what is your 765?
Okay, sorry. I think my network kind of put me on pause for a second. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing now? 765?
765.
Okay. So number 7 is actually just a general category. It's basically just really choice figures that I purchased this year. So going to San Diego Comic-Con, I picked up Conan 1/12 scale from Mezco.
Yeah, nice.
Conan the
Oh
Barbarian.
man, that's badass.
Of course, I don't take it out of the box. This is Bose, but
Take it out of the
all
box.
the crate accessories, all the fabric, everything.
Those need to be free. Those need to be like you need. Those need to be breathed on. Those are
Oh,
too,
they will be.
they're too awesome to keep in a box.
That's true. And then got my John Wick VHS from San Diego Comic-Con.
Wow.
This is actually the black suit from the first movie with a pistol and a machine gun, and of course the John Wick stand, which is cool.
Nice.
And then my last one is because I got really cool figures here. Is we were just talking about Metallica, the Cliff Burton reaction from Super 7.
That's cool, man. Rest in peace.
There was another Cliff Burton figure, but that's completely sold out. I was able to pick up this one. It's got his black Aria base and then like some kind of Warhammer.
Oh yeah. That's right. Hammer of Justice.
Ladies carried that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that could be Hammer of Justice, maybe. I'm
Can I
not
see
sure.
the Mesco again? I was looking down. Can I
Hammer
see
of
the
Justice.
Yeah, I want to see the Mesco again. I was looking down when
Which one?
the Mesco.
The Conan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Is it
Conan
still-
one.
Okay. Yeah, you should open that.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Right now. No, just
Open it,
kidding.
unbox.
Let's do an unboxing.
And unbosking.
that'll be when Metallica finally gets your channel going next year. Finally, a lot of stuff. To do. Okay,
That's gonna be on our preview episode.
there you go. All right, that was so number 6. So I actually have a couple of really cool experiences from fan experiences from comic creators. So I think I've talked about this before. I'm a subscriber to Substack, and Substack is where folks like comic artists and writers can have their own community. So you would subscribe to Substack and things like that. So one of the great experiences in Hondo, you're actually there with me, was meeting James Tynan IV at Comix Experience on Haight Street, because it was a graphic novel club. It was almost like 2-hour Q&A session. And the really fun thing is I actually stumped James Tynan. I actually asked him, I said, so my favorite character from Department of Truth is the Red Woman. So I asked James, I said, so who was the inspiration in your life for the Red Woman? And it was hilarious. He could not answer. Like, you can actually go onto YouTube and watch that Q&A, and he really couldn't come up with an answer. And then he finally said that it's his mother and his sister who are the inspiration for the Red Woman. And he said they were very exhausted but powerful women. I said, oh, well, that's probably why I can relate, because I'm pretty exhausted and powerful myself.
That's right. I remember you said that.
Yeah, and he was like laughing. He was
so cool.
Was laughing, yeah. And then the other really cool fan experience I had, part of Substack, I'm part of Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman's KLC group. And they usually have like these KLC sketch sessions where Ryan Stegman would be doing kind of like a Zoom thing like this and sketching. And the very first time I was on their sketch session, they had Chip Zdarsky and Charles Sewell on as guests, and we were actually like hanging out kind of like in a Zoom thing, and I was asking him questions and stuff, and I just thought that was really cool. I mean, like, since they don't go out to conventions a lot, it was a chance for me to talk to them and be part of kind of like a conversation and ask them questions. So that was really fun. So those are really cool, like very personal comic fan experiences for me. And then number 5, which you, Ray, and Rick, you already mentioned, but for me it's House of the Dragon. I mean, I am like the biggest freaking Daemon Targaryen fan.
Fucking beast, man.
And as soon as Hondo, you haven't watched everything, but the storyline of these two brothers, Viserys and Daemon, is just absolutely beautiful. And you're right, Paddy Considine needs to win an Emmy or whatever it is for TV show, because he was excellent. And if you haven't seen House of Dragon, you got to see it. You just have to see it. And
Yeah, if
and
you're burned by Game of Thrones, or you ruined your fucking life that last season, give this one a chance. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
you will be surprised also because Rhaenyra, who is the heir apparent after Viserys, I'm not going to spoil it, but that last freaking episode where she gets that news and she has that face, I totally understand the Targaryen rage now. So even though the Game of Thrones like last season or last episode people weren't very happy with, I understand now where the Targaryen rage comes from. So definitely watch it. I mean, if you haven't finished it, Hondo, you got to finish it. I binged.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna finish it. Probably.
Born of fire, man.
I might finish it tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it's in all three of our list, Hondo. So
Oh yeah, no, that's why I tried to power through it. After the first episode, wow, I was hooked, man. I'm loving it. If I wasn't so busy with all kinds of stuff, I would have watched it all.
You'll go through it though.
I am going through it though. Like literally, I started watching it late last night, and I'm already on episode 6.
Yep.
And all the dragons, right? All the dragons is just all the scenes.
Oh man,
the upcoming Civil War is just going to be awesome for season 2. So, yep, that's. No,
I listen to you guys. You guys were all saying it was good, so and I knew it would be.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right. So that's our 765. All right, cool. Krista Blackphone was on her. I assume that's on her list this year.
Blackphone was great.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah, it's in. I made my honorable mention for top 10 movies. I did my top 10 movies too, and I'm gonna save that for Instagram.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really good fucking movie. Renee, I love the 27 episodes of Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon.
Oh, I love that, dude. That was Saturday morning. Dungeon Master.
They did the 20th episode that concluded the whole television series.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Saw Cliff burn that Stone SF, a Civic Center, and tons of other venues before he died. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, he died.
Awesome.
Late 80s. He died. When did he die?
1986.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Just right when they're fucking all blown up and shit too. 765 Hondo. What do you got?
765. So, yes, I agree with you, Rick, that it was the year of TV shows, but it was also the year of movies, man. There was a lot of great friggin' movies this year, man.
Good movie year, yeah.
And there's still some right now that are worth seeing. So my number 7 is my second favorite movie of the year, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, Maverick.
Oh man, so good. This is a poster. I got the poster. Man, it was so good. It was just like, it was incredible, amazing. Like Tom Cruise is there. There is never going to be another star like Tom Cruise. And I hear that this is his highest grossing international movie ever for Tom Cruise. And he's been in the game 40 years, man. So like, oh, bet it was just so good. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I thought it was.
If you've seen the first Star Wars, you've seen it already.
I mean, it was really damn good, man. And it had some real emotional stuff to it, which I'm not gonna say, but man, that was friggin' awesome, man. That was a great movie.
Moments with Rooster too this year, so this makes sense.
Oh yeah, there was Rooster and Hondo, and Rooster owes Hondo 25 push-ups. So that gives it a plus. Yeah, all right.
It almost made my list too, man. Seeing it on the 40X was amazing. Yeah, this is one of the best 40X experiences I ever had. Yeah,
it's dope, man. So good. And number 765? Number 6 is my favorite movie of the year, and this is just a personal one for me. The Northman. Savage, man. Skarsgård is friggin' a sav, man. He got all yoked for this movie. It reminds me, it's like a little bit of Conan, a little bit of Lord of the Rings. It's based on Hamlet. It's kind of like a story it's basically a Hamlet story, and his name in the movie is Amleth. It has Anna Taylor-Joy. It is just friggin' If you haven't seen it, you got to see it, man. I just think that Eggers is a great director. I love his style, the visuals on this, and the costuming. It has Bjork in it as a seer, as a kind of like a witch. She makes a brief appearance. Yeah, man, I just love this movie. It was, I don't know, it was a simple story, but I like the acting. I like the savagery, the fighting, and the bad guy in it. Clay's, what's his name? The bad guy. Oh, and Ethan Hawke is in it too, and he's really good. He had a good year actually.
Yeah.
So but the bad guy in this movie, and the end, the final scene is the final scenes, and it has a Valkyrie scene. It's a real brief scene, but it's one of my all-time favorite movie scenes. It's just so brief, but with the music, it's just like, it got me like so chills. Like, oh my God, that's how I want to go to. Well, I'm not going to say, but yeah, that's number 6. And keeping with the Viking tradition, number 5 is my second favorite concert of the year is Heil Lung.
Oh,
so
wow.
Heil Lung was at the Warfield, and they're basically like a folk kind of metal, kind of basically like the kind of music like you would hear in a Viking movie, or like check them out on YouTube. They have this stage presence where they get up on stage with antlers. They have a whole bunch of guys with shields and swords.
House of Black.
It's crazy, man. It's like a Viking movie, but they're a concert, and they're actually talented musicians. They're singing, they're doing all these crazy like sounds, and you just have to just YouTube it. Trust me, YouTube Heil Lung, and you'll see why I was so excited. And it was an awesome concert, man. I was blown away. I'd never even heard of them, and then I worked one of their shows like 5 years ago, and then they were coming back, and I said, okay, this time I'm not going to work the show. I'm gonna go see them. And man, that was friggin' banger of a concert. If you're like metalheads, or like you like industrial type of music, or that, you'll like this kind of music. It had like a whole score. Like they could do music for like a Viking movie, like easily. A very good concert, man. Yeah, man, that's friggin' dope, dude. Yeah, they're friggin' awesome concert.
Hold it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Upwards.
How do you spell it? HEILUNG.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Heil
That's what I was
Lung.
looking for. I like their art on it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's their whole stick, man. They get up on stage. They got like friggin' antlers, and it looks scary, dude. It's kind of scary, man. Yeah. Check it out. Anyways, that's my 765. Thank you.
I was just gonna log out. I was like, drop the mic. That's pretty good. Thank you, Cleveland. Good night.
That was great.
So my number 7, Fantastic Four comics this year. Fantastic Four has been really fucking good. Capping with Dan Slott's Reckoning War. This two-part trade. Very cool fucking series to like. Yeah, I didn't like Dan Slott's run when it first started. Like the first couple trades, I wasn't really totally into. But I kept reading it. I was like, I'm gonna stick with it, and then it just really progressively got better and better with like the Bride of Doom storyline, and just the dynamics he set up with. Not everything I agree with, but this story, this Reckoning War, just kind of brought the whole universe together. Just great. It just shows how important the Fantastic Four are. Some great Doom moments, of course. That's always going to be good in my heart. But a great way to end his run. I really, really love. This is the best Fantastic Four run in a long time. So just a great fucking great year for Fantastic Four. And just to top it off, the great year the Fantastic Four were having. Fantastic Four Full Circle. By Alex Ross. We talked about this on the show. Just the art, any page you turn to is just an insane,
amazing,
beautiful art. Just yeah, any page you turn to, it just beautifully done. Some of the best stuff Alex Ross has done in years. So just a great year for Fantastic Four, and we got to finally see a live action Mr. Fantastic, a decent one in Doctor Strange too. So Fantastic Four had a great year, and we're hearing rumors about what's happening next, and I'm very excited. As a big Fantastic Four fan, I can't wait to see what happens next in Fantastic Four. So hopefully done right and so far. But this year, Fantastic Four comics were excellent. We'll see what the next phase, this new run on Fantastic Four. I didn't really enjoy the first issue too much, but I didn't like the beginning of Dan Slott's either. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's see, my number 6. Down, 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 down.
Yeah.
Down.
Freaking awesome.
The Batman movie slash score. The score is amazing. Supposedly it's not in the running for an Oscar, which is criminal. That's why I fucked it up. But this movie surprised the hell out of me. We had some issues with it going back to our preview of 2022. But it blew. I had some nitpicky things about it, and some nitpickies, but all around, I think the best pure Batman movie. My biggest complaint for Batman movies, all the Batman movies, is not enough Batman. It usually, have a couple fighting scenes, a couple, maybe 10 minutes of screen time, and then we're focused on other shit. But this was heavily I think Batman's in this movie like 70% of the time has Batman. We focus very little on Bruce Wayne, which I like. I want this is a thriller, a noir detective. Paul Dano is great. Pattinson, I like where he's, kind of going with the character. The Batmobile was fucking excellent. I love the Batmobile scene. The score, just fucking so good. Just top Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell. Just cast was amazing. And the more I watch it, the more I love it. Like the more times I watch it, the more I just like, oh, this movie's fucking dope. So my second favorite movie of the year. Really good. Just like I could just listen to the score all day. But the Batman, Matt Reeves, very fucking good. Good fucking Batman movie. And let's see, number 5 on my list. Let's go. The Walt Simonson sketch. I got this through the internet through one of the sketch. I think Clyde McDonald, I believe, was the sketch that people went through. They said, "Oh yeah, we could doing remarks for $100 for Simonson, and you could send in your books." I was like, I just want a cardboard, back of a board, and they did the rest. And I was looking at some of the Walt Simonson sketches that other people got, and I definitely got one of the better ones for sure. So this is
that's amazing, man.
Bucket list sketch, and I got earlier this year, Matt, our friend Maddie, got me a Walt Simonson signature on my Fantastic Four, and he got a little Doom remark. Remark, which is cool, but the Thor
sketch is fire.
That's just fucking. It's
thunder and lightning is what that is.
It's a bucket list sketch. Like this is like it's pure joy just seeing that sketch. It's definitely one of my favorites for sure. That's my number 5. Let's see. Krista, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. The soundtrack is good too. Yeah. Let's see. Renee. Morbid Angel is playing the Great American Musical March 24th.
Morbid Angel.
One of Ricky's fucking AOL handles. Morbid Angel.
I'm not familiar with them, but I'm sure like Rick and Meshellica would be down to go.
I've never heard of them, but I'm going to check it out. Morbid Angel, right?
Mr. Effort, 765.
So I'm going to cheat like Alex does. And
what are you talking about? I'm cheat.
Number 7 is actually 2 of them because it gave me Christmas back in a way. It made me happy to celebrate Christmas, which was the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, which I think is an instant classic. It's going to be something that's going to be watched every year. It does have that feel that it's something that was like animated, like one of those old school, Saturday morning Christmas specials or whatever.
Yeah, it's
animated and it's brought to
version.
life.
Yeah.
And I like that you can see a little animation in between.
Yeah.
That's probably some of the storyboarding they might have used for it, which is but it's very heartwarming. Kevin Bacon being in it is great. Song that Kevin Bacon sings is fucking awesome. I put that on my Christmas music list at work, and I didn't want to kill anybody, so that's listening to Christmas music again is nice. The other one is it did make me. I want to believe in Santa Claus again, man. Fucking Violent Night.
Yes.
Yeah, Violent Night. Fucking.
It's good.
It's good for what it is. I mean, I would have wanted a lot more killing because that's just me. I wanted him to go
violent though, man.
But it is violent, and
they really live up to the name.
He's creative on how he did a lot of shit, and the kid was great in it. Having her traps and fucking him up. There's, in the attic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm just happy that there's stuff out there that's they're talking to me like, here, come back. Christmas is okay. Christmas
murdering
is cool.
Santa Claus. Yes, come back to the fold, Rick.
Oh fuck! What did I grow up on? Fucking little creatures that multiplied and wanted to destroy a fucking town.
The little kid that savagely beats some intruders.
Exactly. We've come full circle. It's okay. It's okay to have fun again. And sometimes you just got to kill people.
Violent Night. It was violent, man.
Better than Santa Claus, man.
Yeah.
Violent Nightwing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's. I'm just happy that there's stuff out there that's. It's giving me Christmas back in a way.
Yeah.
I got more excited over Christmas this year than I have been, but I haven't been one to get excited over Christmas in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, Rick. I'm in the same boat, but I'm slowly dipping my toes. I'm still,
it's a slow comeback.
Yeah, I quit Christmas for like 10 years. It just got, I think for the best. I need to step away and figure out what Christmas is really all about.
I'm picturing the fact that we both probably watched the Guardians holiday special, heard what we heard, and our little fucking Grinch hearts grew fucking 4 times larger than normal. So
that's awesome.
It's like, it happened in unison.
We're chipmunk size hearts now. Yeah.
So
that's your number 7?
No, that was my number 7. That was my number 7.
Okay.
Because it's both of them. It's giving me Christmas back. Guardians of the Galaxy and Violent Night.
The spirit of Christmas. That's number 7.
It really is.
In movies.
God, just good shit. So number 6. You know what? It's I get fucking naval aviators doing their shit, and it's mimicking Star Wars. Yes, and you put Tom Cruise in it and give it like it's a so-so soundtrack. It's not like it's not like listening to Berlin back in the day, but
take my breath away.
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna do that karaoke next time. Top Gun Maverick is awesome. It really is. I love the fact that you do see Maverick after so many years, and he's still Maverick. Like it's the person was still able to be him. You know how they sometimes say like, oh well, look he progressed as a character. No, Maverick's not going to progress because Maverick's not that type of dude. So Maverick is going to be Maverick, and we still got that character. And yeah, the Rooster Hondo shit was funny. That's part of why it's on the list. I don't know if I'm dropping to do any push-up at this moment right now. So fuck you guys.
You owe me 25, bro.
He's struggling to sit down, let alone push up.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No doubt. So, but yeah, Miles Teller, another guy who's been on my. Oh god, I just want to fucking like Sparty kick you right in the chest into a hole that you'll never fucking fall from. You'll never land in. He did pretty good in it.
I didn't hate him. Yeah,
I didn't hate him.
Yeah,
I didn't hate him. He did feel like he was Anthony Edwards' kid.
Yeah,
like he did have that awkward kind of, hey, what's up guys? How's it going? I'm Goose. I'm Rooster.
Like he playing that like he's a dork, but he doesn't think he's a dork. He's like the quiet cool.
And I think my
Yeah, that was
favorite
good, man.
my favorite scene in it, because you can see the struggle on dude's face, man, on Maverick's face, is when you see Rooster playing the song Great Balls of Fire on the piano, and he's outside just listening and reimagining, and you know, Jennifer Connelly, right? That was Jennifer Connelly. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly's inside, and I love her story that incorporates it. It just makes fucking sense. This is how you do shit. You heard something in the first one, and you make sense of it in the next one, instead of doing some bullshit. This is how you revive these old movies that people want to do all the time. Don't just not pay homage to it. It's not like they did Top Gun Maverick without Maverick. But yeah, everything to Val Kilmer's like appearance to that scene right there.
Heartbreaking.
It hit a lot of good nostalgia notes. Top Gun was a great movie. This is going to be probably on the list when we eventually do this one. Sequels that are better than the original.
Yeah.
I think this one does it. And maybe the only reason it does it is because it did fucking include the coolest run ever, which was on a Star Wars first.
Yeah, you could give it a pass. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much the trench run. That's pretty much it.
It's great. I'm not hating on it.
It's really good, man. It's really suspenseful. It's really
it was Star Wars.
It has great build up.
It was Star Wars. It's the trench.
It's the trench run.
It was Top Gun.
It's a trench run.
Star Wars in it.
It's trench run.
It's the trench run, bro.
Yeah, this is my
greatest.
It's Star Gun.
It's my third favorite movie of the year, man. It's fucking really it's a rewatchable fucking movie too.
Oh yeah,
it's Top Wars. Star Gun.
Oh my god!
Get it?
The Cruise Awakens.
I fucking love that movie.
Return of the Maverick.
Return of the Maverick.
A non-disclosed country strikes back.
Yeah, right.
All right, so what was that? That was my number 6. Let me just double check. I think that was my number 6. No, number 5. Number 5 is Peacemaker. Peacemaker was a great show, man. And it's DC. It's James Gunn. For all the people who are hating on James Gunn out there, you have to be objective when it comes to. I understand you want Snyder to direct every fucking movie in this whole thing and make it all work, but he's not. This is what happens when you have a director doing a vision. But I think Gunn's not coming in it so much as a director as he's coming in as a guider, like a Kevin Feige. But Feige doesn't make movies; he just produces them. I think Gunn is going to be one of the guys who actually makes them. And Ray, after you posted that he's getting inspiration from the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited animated
and Young Justice
this is a great call.
Yeah, those are the two best.
Those are great. They have tons of great stories in both of those things.
And they embrace the history of like both, like the characters, and they don't shit on the legacy or for one
Golden Age, Silver Age. They love them all.
Yeah,
there's genuine love, and that I think the problem with Snyder. Don't get me wrong, he probably played a video game and probably read a couple of books. He did. Man of Steel was great. I'm not gonna say shit. Man of Steel was awesome, but I don't think that his vision is going to be like with James Gunn. And the reason I'm going off into this diatribe about that, if you look at Peacemaker's amazing. Peacemaker has great comedy, has great action, fucking very well written, very well directed, doesn't take itself too seriously. John Cena, dude, you guys known me for a long time. I love wrestling. John Cena, I hate him. He's fucking he's trash, man.
I stopped watching wrestling for fucking 8 years because of John Cena.
Because of John Cena.
John Cena sucks.
Yeah, it's a thing. This made me like him. Yeah. This Peacemaker, the character of Peacemaker, he has great comedic time. He's super funny. This guy got
Yeah,
he makes great faces. He's great comedic timing. If they're smart, if he's smart about it, he could probably go by way of what Arnold and Sylvester and all of these guys, because The Rock sure as fuck didn't. So yeah, I love Peacemaker. I throw Peacemaker up there as, you know, exhibit A of why I have so much faith in James Gunn. So, and guiding this DC universe going forward, this my advice to those you know, Snyder guys. I understand being a fanboy of the guy. He's a great director. He's great visually, but taking the DC universe into an Injustice kind of a storyline was not the way to go for the first storyline.
To start off and like, you got to earn that dark.
Yeah.
You know, you got to like, you know, DC is not. They're not dark and gritty like that, but Batman is. But everybody tries to make Batman into fucking. But you know, now Peacemaker is great show. It's my third favorite show, the TV show of the year. Fucking behind Stranger Things and House of the Dragon. It's fucking really fucking good, man.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah, I'm surprised I put Peacemaker in front of it, in front of Stranger Things. I think most of the times I put a lot of things in front of those, like, you know, things that have a multiple seasons because they're fresh and they're new. And Peacemaker definitely fucking scratched that. Like, it's super fresh. You kind of expect like the hero to be, you know, always, you know, well off. And fucking if you haven't seen it and you haven't seen Vigilante yet, he's worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Alone.
I've seen the first episode only.
Vigilante is fucking. Vigilante had me laughing throughout the whole fucking show.
I'm gonna finish that.
Yeah,
we'll finish that after I finish House of Dragon tonight.
Oh, you never finished Peacemaker?
No, I only seen the first episode.
What?
Yeah. Peacemaker's fucking great, dude.
And
you see Peacemaker, right, Michelle?
No, I just said I've only seen the first episode, but I do want to continue watching. I do have an issue with James Gunn's wife. I don't really like her acting, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it for the.
She's good. I like her. She's good. I think I think your opinion will change.
No.
You can't go in. You have to be. We have to be subjective when we watch things. We can't hold things against people.
No,
I fucking hate certain actors, and
no, I don't want it.
You know, unless it's Amber Heard.
Oh, that's
This is a tough crowd, man. This is a tough crowd.
No, I mean, I saw the first episode. I like the story for Peacemaker.
She's great.
I just don't like her, so I'm just gonna have to just close my eyes when she's there or something.
Is it because she's white?
No, I just don't think she can act worth a shit. Anyway,
that's nepotism.
I really have no opinion on
it.
Really
isn't she married to James Gunn now? So there you go.
Yeah, if you have an issue with her, but you don't have an issue with Sherry Moon Zombie, I think there's something wrong there.
No, I have an issue with Sherry Moon Zombie.
All right, then we're on board.
I do.
I'm with you. All right, just checking. I'm always searching for the Rob Zombie marks.
Oh yeah. I will watch it.
No, it's good. It's fun. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking really good.
It's good, yeah. It's definitely a good watch. Like I said, this is why I have so much faith in James Gunn, because he did. I love Suicide Squad, and I love Peacemaker. I can't wait till second season of Peacemaker. Can't wait till the first movie he does is, you know, for the new DCU. I really can't wait to see what DC's got. I think DC's in really good hands.
Yeah, people need to calm the fuck down. Let it play out. Like, it's not, you know, it's nothing fucking set in stone yet. Let's just see how it fucking plays out, and then you know, we're gonna hear some shit in the next couple weeks. So, you know, let's see what he does. Like, people are like fucking freaking out and shit. Like, and he needs to calm down too. Like, answering people online. Like, just let it. You know, just
no. Answer the trolls, bro.
No,
fuck yeah, no, rile them up.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah. Don't rile up the rich of the world, man. Jeez.
No, see, no.
Every wolf suffers.
Be you, James. Be you. If this is you, do you.
He has to be careful because he did that on Twitter years ago. Got him in trouble.
That was a joke. That was just a joke.
It's a poor joke.
Hey, it's a yoke. It's a yoke.
It's a yoke.
It's a yoke.
It's a yoke. He's just yoking. He's just a yoke.
Yoking, man. Hey, who hasn't made a fucking priest pedophile fucking joke?
Of course.
All right, so let's jump into first. If you're watching, you made it this far, and you haven't liked the video, what the hell's wrong with you? Please like and subscribe to the video. Press that thumbs up. Be like the Southerner Supreme right here.
Oh man, it never gets old. The fucking rum.
Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe.
Where's Bo? I'd like to see a Bo
Wine
appear.
and rum. Wine and rum.
That was one of the classic moments of the show right there. All right.
That just still needs to get clipped out and fucking just put on it by itself.
I did. I clipped it up.
You
even watch this channel, Rick?
No.
Rick doesn't watch the show. He doesn't follow the channel.
We're gonna have one more follower after this.
Yeah. Rick's finally gonna fucking subscribe.
After 3 years.
I told some friends to check it out, man. Like,
we'll give this channel a chance finally. God damn it, Rick.
Yeah. It happens.
This makes good listening to while you're doing other things like cleaning or
laundry,
doing the dishes,
Make an enemies list, yeah. All right.
I'll give him ideas.
All right, let's do the 4-3-2. 4-3-2-1 contact. All right, Michelle, what's your 4-3-2?
4-3-2. I got to go back to my list. Okay, 4. So my number 4 is basically the return of like full Comic Cons. So I went to San Diego Comic Con and they still required you to wear masks, but actually everybody was compliant. It was really cool. The nice thing is there weren't 130,000 people, which was great. It was actually, doable to walk around and, be able to get to see artists and celebrities. So really cool thing was I got to see, I hope y'all can see this, Comic Tom's crew.
Oh, yeah.
Comic Tom's dad, Comic Tom, Guru. I forgot this fellow's name. The guy in the Spawn shirt, Hondo.
What's that, Bo?
He used to have short hair. Now his hair's long.
Oh, that's Gem Mint. It's your boy Gem Mint.
Yeah. So it was cool seeing that.
They have YouTube channels where they talk about comic books. They do their top 10. They sell books. And you got to meet. They're like big time in the comic book YouTube community.
Yeah, they're the opposite of us. They actually have.
And then there's
the
Uncle
UHF
Todd
version.
and Mark Silvestri over there.
Who is that?
That's Todd and Mark Silvestri.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Big time image creators. Big time.
And then I wanted to show, I know Lori's not here, but there's Lori in her press pit when I got to see her in Hall H.
That's her fighting.
Oh, yeah.
That was hella fun. And then another thing is, since I'm talking about return of Comic Cons, when I was at Dragon Con, I usually don't dress up, but this year I did dress up, if y'all can see. This is me as the guide from What We Do in the Shadows.
That's awesome.
And then this is me as Bride of Tiffany with Chucky.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, the return of convention in San Francisco, the SF Expo, which Ray had talked about. So very, very nice to see this, back. I'm not going to say in full swing because it isn't yet, but it's nice to be able to have a convention, back in San Francisco also. And we have it set up for next 3 to 5 years, perhaps on Thanksgiving. And the nice thing is that since, Thanksgiving is an American, holiday. So there were a lot of international comic artists and writers that showed up at this convention. Like Alvaro Martinez Bueno was there, who did Nice House on the Lake. Yeah. Francesco Mattina, who's like a huge cover artist for like Spawn. And then, there were so many of them. And then Martin Simmons from England, who was there. So even though we didn't have as many artists that we'd have liked to see, like James Tynan was supposed to be there. I think he had canceled. And
there's a couple of cancellations, people that were supposed to be there. They didn't show up, but
and they didn't show up. But the fact that we have it back in San Francisco is really cool. So return of like Comic Cons, full Comic Cons is good. That's number 4.
Was Kevin Smith there? Did he make it?
Yes.
Kevin Smith was there. Yeah, it was
there. Okay.
Yeah, he was right next to the. I got to see when Muse came in. Like Muse was super late. Like I saw him walk in. So what's up to him. But yeah, the clerks guys were all next to him, and they were like no line at all. Just got to walk up and like say what's up. But Kevin he had a line. It was like 20 people. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like insane line. Yeah, the only ones that had lines was Giancarlo because he was late, and then Johnny Lawrence, William Zapka had a line. Yeah. So those two had like probably some of the longest lines.
I tried to see if Ron Perlman was there, but every time I was upstairs, I didn't see him, so I wasn't sure if he canceled or was late because I was going to try and get something for Lori signed. But don't worry, Lori, I'll find him again. We'll find him at another con. All right, so that was 4. So number 3 is She-Hulk, my TV show.
Oh yeah,
and not only She-Hulk, but the return of Daredevil. I am so amped. I mean. Yes. Charlie, when I saw Charlie Cox show up, well, I was just squealing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's back! He's back!"
Yes.
And so yeah, when I finished that show, I was like very happy, and of course, waiting for Daredevil to come back. And Daredevil Born Again, 18 episode, Marvel cinematic. Hopefully, it's not going to be R-rated. I heard it's probably going to be like more like an NC-17 maybe or something like that. So
that's worse than the R rating.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Sorry. What was the other one? PG-13. I'm sorry.
I'd love to
you made me smile right now. I was like, that'd be great.
Wait a minute. We want NC-17. What am I talking about? Whatever is between PG-13 and
yeah, you could do that. You could do it. Daredevil's not always been dark and gritty and shit. There's some a lot of lighthearted fucking Daredevil moments. Yeah, they're not gonna go like cutesy, like fun Daredevil, like just like all like a kid show. It's gonna be dark, but it's not gonna be as dark as the Netflix.
Are we forgetting that Moon Knight was kind of violent? Like,
yeah, it was pretty.
Andor was a little more serious.
To me, Moon Knight was the one that showed me that I can't see a Daredevil in the Disney universe. That's a good show as a barometer to fucking measure against.
Yeah.
So, no, son of a bitch.
And of course, the whole thing with Jennifer Walter, She-Hulk, and the actress breaking the fourth wall, talking to you.
I
love that.
Yeah,
that was
a lot of people are shitting on it for some reason. It was a fun show. Like the people that were shitting on it, like never read the fucking comic. Like this
exactly.
If you read the comic, the John Byrne, at least the John Byrne run. Yeah. This is exactly what the comic is. It's just her like talking shit, trying to deal with her life.
Ferris.
Exactly. And that's how
Ferris
it is.
Bueller. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how it is right now with the current run of She-Hulk with Rainbow Rowell. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a fun book, and the art's really good.
I enjoy the art. And then my number 2, since we're 432, is I took my niece to her very first concert at the Masonic, and the band was called Måneskin.
Oh, nice.
Which means in Danish moonlight. And these guys, I swear, they're so young. They're like 23 years old. Italian musicians. They won like the Eurovision and the X Factor in Europe or something like that. And it was just so fun to be able to take my niece, with my sister, her daughter, to her very first concert, and I remember when that happened, when I was 13 and she turned 13. And so here's a picture of my sister and my
nice,
my niece and her. Yeah. So it was very cool. And I got her a Ticketmaster printed ticket and posters. Oh, and we got to see Jim Pacelli over at the merch table. So that was really awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really cool. So
I'm sure he was busy.
Oh, he was definitely, but good to see Shelly there too. But yeah, that's my number 2 because that was just an awesome experience to share with my niece and my sister.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you got her like a hard ticket because a rare thing nowadays. A hard ticket nowadays.
Exactly.
You don't want.
I met your niece for the first time, Michelle.
Yeah.
I was at Target with my mom, and like I saw your sister at Starbucks.
Yeah.
and I just walked up to her and was just staring at her. Her sister didn't notice me, but your niece was like, "Who's this weirdo?" And then I was like, "How long are you going to let me just stare at you awkwardly?" And then she's like, "Oh, what's up?" Yeah, and my mom met your sister. I was like, "This is Michelle's sister."
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Who is this fucking?
They're staring.
Oh, poor Hondo. Oh man. Krista, Violent Night is amazing.
I gotta watch that. Yeah.
It's good.
Sly AS 73
Oh, yeah.
Global Paramilitary
the Christmas-
Christmas special.
Right, Slade.
I missed that.
Let's see. I love the girl on the lower right screen who believes is the niece of George Perez. I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Here comes the fight.
Diehard faithful of his I am. She might as well be. Yeah, she might as well be. Yeah.
Uncle George. Oh yeah. Uncle George.
We're all his nieces and nephews. Lori, what about Cobra Kai? Well, we still got some more on the list.
Awesome, man.
Oh, there's
So
more on the
good.
list.
I'm sure some people got them.
That was my 3-2 or 4-3-2.
Warriors. That's on our top 10.
Mhm.
Let's see. Lori, glad you brought up San Diego Comic-Con. It was fun for sure.
Yep.
Renee, I used to go to Creation Con at Holiday Inn and met Carl Misiek twice. The Holiday Inn on Van Ness and Cathedral Hill is in the 90s. I used to those were my first conventions. I used to go to those all the time, and in the back of the Wizard, you can see upcoming conventions, and they would pop up and where's the convention going to be this time? And so it was cool. That was so much fun. I miss those Wizards, man. Shannon Doherty there? No, she was not. It was only the Clerks guys at
No, Sharon Doherty.
Edward Furlong. Not Edward Furlong. What's Pillow Pants' fucking name?
Oh man.
Yeah,
dude, I fucking forgot.
Yeah, he was there. No one was going to his booth. It was so sad. It was kind of apropos. But yeah, it was the Clerks guys were amazing. Trevor Furman. There you go.
Trevor Furman.
Yeah. Hondo 432.
432. Okay, so number 4 was my favorite concert of the year. I saw Arcade Fire at Bill Graham Civic Auditorium. They are amazing as a live band. They're like a whole, they have a violin player, a piano player, a friggin' drums, several guitars, singers, couple of singers. And in 2011, I was working outside lands, and Arcade Fire came on, and they blew me away. And I was like, okay, from now on, when they come around, I'm going to go see them. And they just put on an amazing, amazing show. It was so cool. There's actually a video of the entire concert online at Bill Graham. They have a lot of bangers and a lot of good songs, and just that was so fun. That was my favorite concert of the year, and I go to a lot of concerts. So they're just one of those bands that you don't really listen to them at home, not too much, but if you go see them live, they're a little extra special. So that was my number 4. My number 3 is the Warriors winning the championship, which was totally unexpected. I got my man Stephen Curry right here.
Oh, nice.
Number 30, the babyface assassin. What you gonna say now? So, the argument was that they won their first championship because Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love got hurt in that first championship. So it was just LeBron against the Warriors. That was the argument. Then after that, they won 2 with Kevin Durant, and they were saying, "Oh, you can't do it without Kevin Durant." So they interviewed Bob Myers, the general manager of the Warriors, and he said he was talking to Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr said, "This is the most important championship for me." And Bob Myers was like, "Even over the 8, the ones you won with the Bulls, the Spurs, the previous ones you won with the Warriors as the coach." And he said, "The reason why I really wanted this one was because of this man. He wanted him to get that, where he was the main guy. He was MVP. The one, and he was MVP. Yeah, should
have been MVP over Iguodala. So
yes, he should have. I remember though, you said, Rick, that he was in danger of becoming like Clayton Kershaw, a great player in the regular season, a Hall of Fame player, but never did it in the championship moments.
And he stepped up.
Night. He put
And not
everyone to
just that,
sleep.
he came
What
up
you
with
gonna
that
say
night
now?
shit. Oh man, that was big.
And I got to thank Meshellica for taking me to my first Warriors game at Chase, even though they lost that game too.
It
was all right. I got to see Stephen Curry live. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for doing that. I really appreciate that, Michelle.
Michelle, you took Alex?
Yeah, never taking me to a Warrior game.
No.
Well,
Hey,
hey,
We lost because of him. No.
I had ministry tickets for Meshellica, but alas, you didn't want to go, or you couldn't make it that day.
I know.
And
Couldn't
you
make
know, we hook each other up. I
We do.
I can return a favor.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not saying that. It's just your bad luck.
Oh, what are you talking about? They won the championship. Bad luck.
Yeah, you didn't go to those games. Thank God.
Night. All right,
Night.
moving
Night,
on.
night. Night.
We got it, man. We got the championship, dude. Dude, we haven't had a championship since the Giants 8 years ago.
Don't bring up the Giants.
Okay, sorry.
We don't want to walk down that road.
Dude, and it was against the most storied Eastern Conference franchise in NBA history, the mighty Boston Celtics, who had a legendary defense, and they were playing lights out. They were playing amazing. They beat two really good teams to get in the finals, and the Warriors beat them, man. And they did it.
It was the experts saying, they were saying Boston. The experts were saying Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And
they were the darlings for sure.
Yeah, but then what happened is you saw I think one game where the Warriors just like they snatched their souls, dude. Just
you
guys don't. And then the next game, they didn't even show up.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't even show up. So yeah, and that man is unbelievable,
dude. He got his MVP, man. End of story. Yes. So number two is my art pieces. So I got some fabulous art pieces. I got this Adam Strange by Mitch Gerard. Pretty friggin' dope. That's the book.
Kind of dope, yeah.
Yep. And Meshellica, thank you for picking this one up for me.
Right on.
Lobo
Disney.
by Simon Bisley.
Dragon
Mr.
Con.
Mr.
Nice.
Lobo. And then this is an actual page from Lady Killers
Oh, nice.
that Joel Jones did.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Dark Side
Oh,
by
nice.
Tony Harris.
Tony Harris. Yep.
And my favorite piece of the year was Emma Frost
Upside down.
by Joel
down.
Jones.
Will Jones. Yeah.
Look at the eyes on that, man.
By who?
Mhm.
Joel Jones.
Will Jones.
Joel Jones.
Joel Jones she's one of my favorite artists, man. She does this book called Lady Killer,
That's an awesome book.
which is going to be made into a TV series. And just there, she did a little remark in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the Lady Killers book. And this is just a fabulous book, man. The art is just simply amazing. It's just it's a fantastic book, man. This is look at that.
Yep.
Holy
I gotta
crap.
read that again.
Holy crap, it's so good, man. So yeah, I picked up some fabulous art pieces this year. Meshellica got that Simon Bisley Lobo at Dragon Con. You picked that up for me. And thank you for that. And I got these cool art pieces that are just like decorating my walls. Yeah, fabulous, man. It was a good year, man. I didn't expect to get so many sketches, but here we are. So awesome, man. I love artwork, man. Ray actually got me turned on to getting sketches and stuff. And that Simonson piece you have, Ray, is wow. That's an amazing piece, man. That is so friggin' good.
I got Rick his first official sketch.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What do you got?
What is it?
King Grimlock.
Oh, that's sick.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Livio, he's a Transformers artist.
I like the colors on it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Let's see if I can get
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, these were just awesome, man. So Joelle Jones, I missed her deadline to actually get a sketch. I would have requested like Wonder Woman or some other character from her, but I saw her drawing a Red Sonja sketch for somebody else, and I was mad. And then I saw that she had this sketch for sale, and so I rage bought this, but I love it anyways. I just love the way she does like eyes and just
Give it to me.
the penciling and details, man. Just
I'll take this, I guess.
yeah,
This is
yeah. But I'm not complaining. I mean, she's one of my favorite artists, man. She's a top 10 artist for me, with Uncle George and Uncle George Perez and other artists, Art Adams. So that's my list.
Right. All right, 432. Okay. All right. So no, my number 4. There you go. Double or Nothing weekend in Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, it was just a great weekend of wrestling. We got to go to the Fan Fest, picked up a cool, awesome Kenny Omega figure. It's the rest of the show was really fun. We got to me and Mr. Effort had some great seats.
Oh, nice.
Right on the corner, so we can like see all like the wrestlers like come out and peek and look at the show. We got to see like some of the basically we had like a behind the scenes little section. We got to see like some of the shit that was going on behind the scenes. We had actually really cool seats on the show. Like I think it was supposed to be obscure, but seating because there was it was in front of the crane, but the crane moved and like it didn't really obscure anything, and got pretty good seats for a pretty decent price. And just the whole weekend we ran into wrestlers. The whole weekend we ran into we saw Orange Cassidy, and we saw we saw the Best Friends eating dinner. We saw Jay Lethal walking down the hall. We got to scissor fucking Anthony Bowens. We got to see Matt Caster perform hip hop show live, and we just ran into all these wrestlers just walking around Vegas. It was fucking lots of fun. Got to hang out with Mr. Effort and a couple other buddies and on Fremont Street. And it was just a cool vibe, man. The whole weekend was cool. The wrestling was fun. It was our first AEW event, so that was cool. We've been a big proponent of this brand when it first started, so it's cool to see, finally see it live in person. We got to see CM Punk win the championship, even though it it kind of went downhill the rest of the year for that. If you follow wrestling, what happened after that. But it was just a lot of fun, just seeing wrestling live, and the whole Double or Nothing weekend in Vegas, lots of fun. Might have to do that again. I think didn't you have tickets to that, Meshellica, a couple years ago?
I did. I could not go, but
yeah, and I think next time we just get a shitload of people. Let's all go together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Let's rage. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was definitely a lot of good fun. My number 1 movie of the year. This pretty much stayed at number 1 since I saw it. I saw one of the first screenings, and as soon as I saw it, I just was telling everyone, you need to watch this fucking movie. This is fucking amazing. It's mind blowing. It's just a great fucking flick. Everything, everywhere, all at once. I love this movie with a passion, man. Just to see, get to see Short Round back acting, and he was like the best part of playing Waymond. Probably the best part of the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is fucking hilarious in this. Just a weird mind fuck of a movie, just kind of all over the place, but it's fucking great. I dug it a lot. I love the visuals. I love the storytelling. The action's really good. It's hilarious. You got James Hong in here. Of course, Michelle Yeoh should get an Oscar for this. She was really great. But seeing Ki Ho Kyon, can never pronounce his name, but see them come back to acting, just great, man. This movie hit a lot of levels for me, man. I really dig this movie. Directed by the Daniels. I did a deep dive on some of their stuff. They directed a lot of music videos. The music videos are fucking amazing. The ones that go check out their music videos. They did one for Foster the People, a couple for Foster the People, did one for Tenacious. A couple of those songs you probably recognize and realize they had a music video for. And they also did Swiss Army Man, that movie, the Daniel Radcliffe movie.
Swiss Army Man's great. Paul Dano.
So,
wow.
I want to see what these guys do. I'm really impressed by these guys, these directors, the Daniels. But this movie just hit on so many levels. I really dug this movie a lot. My favorite movie of the year. Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Deuce #2. My figure of the year. This was going to be no doubt my Serpentor Rise.
Wow.
From picked this up on Hasbro Pulse. This figure is amazing. One of my childhood favorites. I always wanted a Serpentor figure as a kid. I bought like the original one a few years ago. As soon as they started doing the G.I. Joe classified line, was the first one I wanted was give me a Serpentor with the Chariot, and they finally made it. And I joined Hasbro Pulse, so I'm guaranteed to get it. It's an amazing figure. It's fucking badass. It's fucking huge. He's like bigger than the regular classified figures. But the details on the Chariot is amazing. He's got a little cloth cape. Cool. Just the details on everything is just fucking badass. He's fucking great. The G.I. Joe classified line is great. You know, the little honorable mention for the G.I. Joe classified. They did the Sergeant Slaughter too, which is amazing. They're my favorite toy line of the year for sure. I might be doing a top 10 figure of the year list this week and see how it goes. But that's a Serpentor figure, so cool, man. Just it figure of the year for me. As soon as it came out of the box, I was like, oh yeah, this is figure of the year. There's nothing going to be able to top it. So a good year for figures, but that just great cherry on top. So awesome, yeah. Serpentor, G.I. Joe classified, my favorite figure of the year. My number 2. And let's see, we got a couple shits here.
I gotta say it. Serpentor. No.
Lori's one of my top 10 things getting my boo boo fan Bobo. I can't pronounce it.
Boo boo the eye.
Boo
the eye.
Boo.
Give us back the eye.
Renee, my favorite concert this year was Emulation Dark Funeral at the Regency Ballroom.
Did you work that, Hondo?
I didn't work that one. I was.
Wow.
Yeah. I missed it too.
Audible Court. Wow. Well, shoot.
Let's see. Number 1, Kenobi.
Of course.
The show or the cat? I would assume the cat.
Oh, that's right. There was the show. It's pretty good. It's all right. The show, not Kenobi.
It was good. I think it could have been.
Kenobi the cat is extra special because he fucks Rick up. Like, on the show, dude, it'll be like, pow.
Like he's
man,
like Pink Panther. That he's his Kato. He just jumps out of the corner and fucks him up. Everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once was a hidden gem for sure. Surprisingly emotional. Yeah. If you have any mother or parent issues, you definitely have some.
I need to see that again.
I haven't seen that at all.
You haven't seen it? Oh,
no.
Michelle. Oh, you gotta watch.
No.
Very, very interesting.
I have to.
Yeah, definitely my favorite movie of the year for sure.
So many good movies.
So good. Mr. Effort, what is your 4-3-2?
Number 4 is the Batman.
Yes.
That was probably I liked everything everywhere all at once. I like that it's original. It's just I like Batman more. And the music was awesome. The feeling of it was awesome. It's pretty much, I think, as a Batman fan, everything I've asked for. It's a Fincher style Batman movie without it being Fincher, and it's great. I mean, dude's awesome. Matt Reeves told a good story. Now, I don't agree with the whole moving already towards like the Joker. Like, nah, save that.
Yeah, that was probably my biggest complaint was the Joker.
It's too soon, and you don't need that. You don't need the Joker right now. There's so many other villains that you could bring in, especially if it looks like you guys want to lean towards Hush. You know, I'm all about that. Bring Hush in. That'd be a great setup. The music, the way it felt like a horror movie at times. How they kept things in the shadows, and once again, like you said, Ray, 70% of the movie is Batman. You get it's a Batman movie with Batman.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, who'd have thought? Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, you want Godzilla in the Godzilla movies. You want King Kong in the King Kong. You want to see Superman in the Superman movies. You want to see as much of this character as possible doing the things that he does. And I like that opening sequence when you just see everybody look into the sky and they see the signal and they're like, oh shit, they're they're looking around left and right. It just feels like a different kind of movie. Kind of reminded me of, without RoboCop, it kind of reminded me of that version of Detroit. Like, crime's just happening everywhere. It like Clarence and his buddies are fucking trying out fucking those big giant fucking rifles in the middle of the street like it ain't nothing. And that's what this kind of felt like. It felt like Gotham really felt like Gotham was shitty. I haven't got that in a long time. Gotham is its own character. Gotham is a fucked up place, and this place really felt all kinds of fucked up. So I appreciated this movie top to bottom. Is it better than The Dark Knight as a Batman movie? The Batman is the best Batman movie there is.
Yeah.
As a movie.
Yeah, Dark Knight's a better movie.
Dark Knight's a better movie.
Yeah.
But as a Batman movie, the Batman is a way better Batman movie. It's the best Batman movie there is. I'm happy with Pattinson. Like I'm like, dude's an actor. I'm like, I was like, I crossed my fingers. I'm like, I'm not gonna let this whole sparkle bats or, all of this, Twibats or whatever, kind of thing they try to attach to him. It's just Twibats. I don't know.
I like that.
But I was like, I didn't want to attach any of that to him because that's not his fault. He's a working actor, and he's doing what he could to shed it. I think he shed it. I saw Lighthouse. Good times.
Yeah,
I've seen good times yet, but
good times. Yeah, he's an actor, man. He's a legit actor.
Can I add something to the Batman? So the guy who did the score also was the director of Werewolf by Night. Yeah, which the score is friggin'. I bought the score. Like,
he's done some great scores.
Man, he's that was really good. And I love this line that he says at the end of the movie. It's very subtle. He's like, I have to push myself. That's what he says. And I use that to kind of fuel myself. Like, yes, I gotta push myself. Like when I go to the gym, I'm like, I think about that Batman. I'm like, I have to push myself, or whatever. So, I just
effort, huh? Yeah.
Exactly, give maximum effort, or at least push yourself to give, some effort,
No doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really good, man.
I just think it was. I was nervous with it, but the movie just like took every nerve out of there. It just gave me and delivered a great fucking movie. Great Batman movie. I like the Batmobile. I liked everything about it. The
Batmobile was sick.
It was surprising how much I went in with a little bit of preconceived. Like I was scared. I was going in scared, kind of like this is gonna be like Last Jedi. Oh my god, they're gonna fuck this up.
What do you think of Penguin?
Huh?
Penguin.
That's about the only thing that I didn't like. I thought they could have went with some
Richard Kind.
No. That's the joke because he looked like him.
Yeah.
But I honestly could have thought they could have went a different way and introduced
Emperor.
A different Penguin. They could have went with Emperor Penguin.
Yeah,
and
I like Colin Farrell in it. I thought he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
He was great. It's just he didn't feel. They didn't need all that shit for him to do Penguin. Like, just put him in a fucking. Have him be who he is. Have the monocle, fucking the badass fucking suit, and have it. And it was, and give him a smaller pointy nose, but you can still have him as Emperor Penguin, where he's like, I took this place back from Cobblepot. I took it from Cobblepot. Now what? Like that's all you have to mention. It's that world building. If they would have mentioned just a slight thing with that, like I took this page from Cobblepot and he's Emperor Penguin, that would have made people like look up. Oh, who's Emperor Penguin? That's how you sell comic books. This you throw
books anymore.
No, but then you throw the origin of a character. How many Guardians books sold after Guardians of the Galaxy? Like you said,
not much. They had to relaunch that book many times. It does. Yeah, it does. There's not really a correlation with comics like they want it to be. Yeah.
Well, people don't buy comic books, man. Like the comic book audience is like
really
it's a bunch of dinosaurs like me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you would think there would be like, oh, like it doesn't really happen like they would want it to.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised actually, but
everyone's missing out though.
Yeah, like the fact that they have to relaunch Guardians every year because they have to have a new number one because no one's reading comics.
No one buys it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just would prefer. I just really would have preferred them to do like an Emperor Pink. I didn't need all that makeup. Like it looked like somebody was trying to go for a makeup Oscar, and
It was really good makeup.
it was great makeup. But I just think that was one of the few things that were out of place. If you know, but it's a great movie. Other than that, and the thing is, his performance is great too. I don't want to take away from that. It's just I didn't want it to be behind all that, and he created a character and everything, but it's behind a lot of makeup. And makeup to me, yeah, it's just no,
No.
No.
Mhm.
no, not that. It's just not that. But yeah, that. So the Batman is number 4. Number 3 is Kenobi. Both of them. The show.
And the
show
cat.
and the cat.
Oh.
He's asleep right now, which is great, or else he'd be attacking something.
Kenobi, get him for not putting you number 1.
Yeah, you can get this cat whatever toys. All he wants is the plastic tops off your 20 ounce or 2 liters. That's what he wants to play with. Nothing else, but just the plastic caps. That's what he's fucking shuffling them off the floor. And Obi-Wan's pretty sick too. So yeah, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, dude. I fucking
That ending was great.
I loved it. I loved it. It touched a lot of notes. I know people have their issues with it. I had a lot of issues with the beginning of it, the pacing, how one character just didn't feel organic, and later on she came out sick as fuck, But at the beginning, huh? The
Which character?
Was it Fifth Sister?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Third
she
sister.
didn't come off. Huh? Third sister?
Some shit like, yeah, I think it was third
Yeah.
sister.
She didn't come off very organic.
Writing was bad on her in the beginning too. It was just,
Well, she just seemed flat, like acting wise. I mean, her character's a little complex, but she got better as the series went on.
Yeah.
But at first glance, it doesn't bring anything. But as the show progressed, I had small problems with Leia. Everything that Ewan was a part of on his part was sick. I understand the discrepancies, like the Jedi powers. He's how old is he now? And I'm like, yeah, Tatooine puts a lot of years on you really quick.
it ages you quick, yeah.
It ages you quick.
All the Obi-Wan and Anakin shit I loved. Like I thought
Yes.
that was done so well. And
I love the shit with the Inquisitors. I don't know if you didn't like that stuff.
I
They were
like
Vader, like that part was
all the Vader shit. All the Vader shit was great. Anything that involved Vader was great. I thought they handled that shit well.
Yeah, I just and the final
It was just a
outcome.
little too long. I think they could have condensed that either to a movie or like. I think they could have cut a couple. They could
Honestly,
have trimmed the fat.
4 episodes.
They could have trimmed the fat on that show. I think they had a lot of. They try to like shoehorn a lot of like storylines and shit in there. But
Right.
I had fun with it. A lot of people shit on it. I had fun with it. I thought it was fun.
I loved it. I absolutely love it. Kenobi's one of my favorite fucking characters in all of Star Wars, and it's just it was simply amazing.
Mm.
So number 2 is Andor.
Ah,
I loved Andor.
just finished.
It's everything that I asked for, and it delivered. It's a little, again, a little slow. I love slow burns. I love you. Tell me the story you're giving me. Let me be in there. And sometimes that takes a lot of stuff. That's like somebody just telling you that unnecessary details in a fucking story. In a show, in the beginning, yeah, I want to know that kind of stuff in the very beginning. I don't need unnecessary shit later on.
Yeah.
But that unnecessary shit at the beginning, sometimes it does pay off later. You start seeing, oh wait, those characters are oh no shit. Okay. So now these guys are going to be going this way and starting this rebellion. Andor was the gritty, grimy, shitty, fucking political undertones of the fucking Star Wars universe. In this one, I didn't need Jedis. I didn't need Sith. I didn't need fucking crazy fucking savage ass bounty hunters, just destroying everything. This one I got just a regular dude who's really good at just fucking getting behind it, whatever, circumventing shit and not taking shit from no one. Diego Luna's fucking great. He is great
Yeah.
in this shit. He needs to fucking get an Oscar. Or what do they do for TVs? Emmys?
Emmys,
Emmys?
Golden
Is this-
Globe.
is this an
He's nominated for a Golden Globe.
For this?
Yeah.
For Andor?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great acting. He's Cassian Andor is quickly becoming. I can't wait. I heard they're going to do a second season. Cassian Andor is
No,
quickly
they're
becoming
doing
my
only
second
2
favorite
seasons.
character.
They're
They-
only doing 2 seasons.
They're only doing
It's
2.
like
The
Okay.
second season, I think they're going to start filming. They said they're going to film pretty much. It started in 2023, so it's going to.
because
It's not coming out to 2024.
But that's still cool because that pretty much will take you. You see, we know the ending. We know the ending of Cassian, but I just love seeing all of his own personal politics in it, where he starts out from. Was that episode long? Yeah, I mean, where he was coming out from, but it kind of gives you the thing where he's been on his own pretty much kind of since day one.
Yeah, it's I like the 2 main storylines of the build up was really good. I could have did like the Mon Mothma stuff. It was interesting for the most part, but if you cut that out of there, I would have been fine.
No, I don't want that cut out. That stuff's important.
I did like the Empire's perspective on stuff too. I like that stuff a lot.
You can't cut out the Mon Mothma stuff because
I get why it's in there, but
that's the politics of it.
I get why it's in there, but I didn't. That little shitty kid fucking annoys me too.
Well, it's a whole cult she's joining. Dude, this is all great.
It's the wire of the Star Wars universe. It's the homicide in the streets. It's like
really grimy
street
shit that's going on.
The street.
That was your number 2, right, Rick?
Yes.
Okay. Andor. Rick Rock, the Axeman. What's up, Rick Rock? What's that? Big Ricky Wilson. Happy holidays, everybody. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on a notification bell so you know when we jump on. Usually,
Tangle Kid.
Usually Tuesdays or Saturdays. Usually our go-to. Saturdays, Tuesdays. Depends on what our schedule is like. Our schedules are a little crazy right now. So yeah, we got 6 people in the watching the show. We had 7 at one point. Wow, that's good for us. Maybe we should switch to Mondays at 6 o'clock. Rick Rock. I think everybody's off because of Christmas weekend, so everybody's around this week.
Everybody's around.
Yeah, we're only going to do shows after holidays, Rick.
Still awake.
I broke my back.
Instead of bad batch, bad back.
Bad back. Bad back.
All right. So let's go jump into
our
our big number one of the year, our personal top 10 of the year. What's your number one, Meshellica? Number one on your list.
My number one is actually original art pieces and sketches. So I don't purchase a lot of sketches. I was more into like purchasing comic books and getting signatures and the experience. But this year, boy, did I throw down. So I'm going to show a couple of them here. This was Simon Bisley Slain the Horn God that I got for Bo DC, Dragon Con. And then Mark Bagley, I asked him to do a sketch, and he was talking about Conan, and it was only supposed to be just a head sketch. And then when I picked it up, he had all of this, and I'm like, "Is that extra?" He goes, "Nah, that's fine." He had fun doing this.
Wow.
He doesn't draw Conan, that often.
There's only so many Spider-Mans and Spider-Man Carnages and Venoms he can draw. He actually did a Mary Jane for me a few years ago at New Orleans.
He's a really nice guy. Him and his
super nice
daughter.
guy. Yeah, super sweet.
That Conan hairstyle, man.
I got to thank Hondo for this.
Oh, nice.
This Kevin McGuire Big Barda piece is just so freaking beautiful. I just love her. Thank you, Hondo.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. And I love Big Barda. She's my girl.
Big Barda.
My
Big
number
Barda's
one of number ones is going back to House of the Dragon, right? This original beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Daemon Targaryen with Dark Sister.
That's
And
dope.
2 words, Rick. You know these 2 words. Say it, right?
Say it.
Hondo,
Say it.
you'll know.
You'll know what that means, bro.
You'll
Say
know
it.
what that means. But yeah, this is like my
Oh, you're
ultimate.
such a savage, dude.
Martin Simmons.
I gotta finish it,
artist-
man. I gotta finish it tonight or tomorrow.
Martin Simmons, the artist for Department of Truth with Titan. This wonderful
That's a
painting.
nice piece, man. Look at
I
that.
love it. It's my
detailed
number
as
one.
hell, man.
Yeah. So yep, that's it. That's my number one. Like finally getting some really cool sketches and original art pieces this year. Thank you to you guys for inspiration.
For your inspiration.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it. You know the sketches, man.
Oh, yeah.
We both came up on sketches this year, man, for sure.
Yeah, we sure did.
Get that
Yeah.
sketch. Hondo,
Sketch.
numero uno.
All right. Can we acknowledge how hard this list is? Like
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff I left off.
movies. There's so many movies. There's so
So
many
many.
TV shows. There's man, I went to a bunch of concerts that were really friggin' good. And yeah, I guess this is kind of hard, but my number one is SFN Expo.
Yep.
SFN Expo was Thanksgiving weekend. It was Black Friday, the Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving. We finally get a convention returning to San Francisco, a major comic book convention. Like you said, there was the Cobra Kai guys there. There was Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad and The Mandalorian. There was the guys from Clerks there. There was a bunch of artists. I got a bunch of those sketches at that convention, like that Dark Side sketch. And it was just a fun, magical weekend. I was on vacation that week. It's kicked off my vacation. Or actually, that was the end of my vacation. And, I got to hang out with my friends, Michelle and Ray, and it was really a good time. And that whole weekend, I ended up going out and dancing that night and getting on the dance floor.
That was fun.
And now that triggered that whole part of me. Now I'm going back to getting my groove on.
It's been an awakening.
So it's when Hondo got his groove back.
You beat me to it.
And yeah, man, it was just an awesome convention, and they're gonna have it again. So at least I don't have to travel to another state for a major convention. I can, it's in our backyard. You guys got the hotel room. We were partying. We were having some beverages, and
Fun.
man, just
Among other
awesome.
things, yeah.
And a really cool badge. Yep. And so that was my, and spending time with friends and getting together with friends and hanging out. That kind of put it over the top for me. So that was my number one thing of the year. And we'll do it again. Looking forward to 2023.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, Rick's got to actually go to this one.
Rick, you got to go, man. You got to go, dude. I'm going to drag your ass there, dude.
It hurts to see that picture
day.
of fucking Randall and fucking and Dante and shit, and not have me and fucking Ray in that one. Yeah.
Come on, Ray.
Nice.
I mean, Rick.
It's fucking,
Nice.
it's fucking our lives.
I don't appreciate your ruse, okay, Rick? I don't appreciate your ruse.
I don't appreciate your reason.
Dude, how epic would have been that picture? Just like you right there, Rick. You could have been you. You could have been right there with us.
We could have been doing the fucking whole fucking Spider-Man just.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Don't let the next one slip by you, bro.
Yeah,
Don't.
no,
Like,
I just
we had
hope
a great time,
I
man.
just hope they're there, man.
Behind Dante right there.
Start planning after Thanksgiving, man. That whole weekend, man. We're gonna tear it up, bro.
You too, Lori, if you're still on.
Seamless.
Yeah, you too, Lori.
Lori has to be
Yeah,
there.
everyone
too.
else, Krista.
Everybody
Well,
else.
luckily,
Ricky Rockman.
even if I have to work, I can still go. Those are dope from Ricky Rock the Axeman. Those are dope, Meshellica.
They are.
Yep. Hondo cutting up the dance floor.
I'm back. I'm
Like
back.
Travolta.
I'm going off, man.
He's like a boxer training when he dances. Yeah, he's just fucking. He's got the little, got the little spirit in him.
Number
All right.
one.
That's number
Nice.
one. Okay. All right. So my number one.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
My first visit.
I totally agree.
Oh,
My
Disney.
first visit to
Disney.
Disneyland, got to hang out with some people. I got finally go to Star Wars Land. That was like one of the main motivations to go. I got to ride on Indiana Jones and Star Tours and fucking Haunted Mansion. We did like nine rides in a day, 8 rides in a day, which was insane. Did the Jungle Cruise, did the fucking got to see all this cool shit, and it kind of now Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff. So so all these like references in the movie kind of make sense now. Like I didn't, I didn't really get it before. Now I kind of get it. So I was like, oh, cool. And I can kind of revisit some of these Disney properties that you never really got the inside jokes. But it was fun. Yeah, it was a great day. I paid for it. My feet were fucking killing me for a week.
You gotta have great walking shoes when you go there.
17 miles walked that day. We went on 8 rides. It was insane day, but it was fun to finally check that off my bucket list, going to Disneyland. So it was fun to actually get that out of the way, and finally, as a kid, you always dream of going to Disneyland, and just shit happens. I was supposed to go a couple times, just never worked out, and I finally got to go, and I finally got that check mark. Got to go to Disneyland,
and it's still magic.
When
you walk through, it's magic, dude.
Yeah, it's fun, man. There was no like drama or beef. There's no you go to certain like public areas and there's always some family fighting or somebody yelling or somebody. There was like kids like screaming because kids are fucking shit. But it was just fun, man. It was just a lot of fun, and it was just it was like you said, it was magical. It's fucking a lot of fun.
The only place I never complain.
Wow.
Trust me. You guys go with
cool.
me. That place, it does something to me. I'm just jazzed to be here.
It's the rest of the world that sucks, huh, Rick?
It really is, dude. I mean, but it just sucks that it takes fucking a magical place like Disneyland. You fucking just walk through. You literally become. You have to remember, I watched all those animated. We watched those things growing up, all those animated movies. So to actually walk in the land, and you're just like, damn, like I'm literally transported back. So I could just imagine for him, like for me, it happened like almost 20 years ago. For him, it's happening now. I would I would give anything to have that first time feeling of walking through those gates, man. It's an amazing feeling.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Have you gone to Disney World? Anybody here?
No,
I won't fuck with Florida.
Yeah, I'm scared of Florida. Yeah, I've seen the news. I'm scared.
Florida.
Yeah.
No, Florida.
No.
Yeah,
I'd like to go there to Disney World.
Some nitpicky things.
I love Universal out there. Yeah.
There's some nitpicky things with Star Wars Land. Like they definitely need to like go away from the new trilogy stuff. I want to see the old school characters and stuff. So they're slowly bringing that stuff in. Because when they first opened, it was definitely trying to promote the new trilogy and like the new stuff. Now it's like, no, we want to see the old shit. We want to see the old
stuff.
Yeah. So they're slowly bringing that kind of stuff in. So thankfully. A lot of fun. Star Wars, Disneyland, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The Rise of Resistance is probably my favorite ride, other than Indiana Jones. The ride, if you go ride the Resistance was fucking amazing. You feel like you're in Star Wars, like from like practical, like fucking video, practical, all kinds of like crazy fucking shit, man. It's a fucking fun ride. You feel like you're right there. So yeah, we definitely should go. All right, Mr. Effort, what is your number one?
So my number one, you already mentioned. For me, it was that trip to AEW, like Double or Nothing. The whole weekend. We did the Fan Expo. For me, like you guys see it when you guys go to your cons. Mm-hmm. It's a place for a bunch of people who are into the same thing come together, and you're not whatever there's outside forces that do judge whatever things you're into by any means. You're into comic books, there's gonna be you into comic books, man.
Oh, you're a kid,
stuff like that.
Wrestling has been good since the 90s, man.
Exactly, and that's where I've always been. I've been a wrestling fan for fucking huge for real long time. I went through a lot of wrestling shows at the Cow Palace. We didn't really buy too many tickets, but me and my brother were persistent in getting in the radio giveaways to get those free tickets.
Mhm.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
we had, we did a lot of stuff for them, and just going here, being feet away from wrestlers, just literally feet away. I'm just like, oh my god, there is that person. There's that person. It's just probably how you guys feel when you guys see like certain artists or certain writers.
Yeah.
These are creators. I mean, you guys create content on page. These guys create content in the ring,
Right.
and it's amazing to be there with people who kind of know what you're talking about. Like when you just start going into your long, diatribes about, comic books or wrestling. You have people who aren't into it just look at you like, okay, that's great. But so yeah, the Fan Fest, just going there, being part of the whole fan experience, getting as close of tickets as we did to watch that. Like Ray said, it was a real behind the scenes look where you get to see down right behind. We were trying to figure out who these two people were being shuttled. These two women, they kept on shuttling them back and forth, but and later on we realized that it's Jungle Boy's mom and his sister.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
I love
that was Luke that was like Luke Perry's wife, his widow,
Oh.
just walking back and forth. Things you don't see. And Ray did mention that tag team champions, the Acclaim. That's Anthony Bowen right there. Ran into him on the elevator.
That's cool.
And fucking Ray's like, "Oh, Rick's gonna flip." I'm just not like, I'm still.
I saw it coming around the corner. I was like, "Oh, we're holding the elevator." I was like, "Oh, Rick's about to lose his shit watching."
and because I'm still fucking like all spaced out, because I'm in Vegas. I'm just looking like, wow, this is my first time there. This is actually my first trip to Vegas. This is why it's such a big thing for me, right? Yeah. So it's like just looking around, taking it all in, and then not just being totally oblivious to the guy who just jumps in and goes, because I'm in an elevator, I'm fucking just wait for the door to open. I'm not trying to interact with anybody, but all of a sudden, hey, turn your left. I'm like, what? Oh shit! So I
I had to point out all the wrestlers to Rick. Rick was just like,
fuck yourself.
You were like numb.
Rick,
No way, dude.
Look at that.
So-
Who's that?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Like, I would sat them sing, like Jay Lethal, fucking all, like he said, the best friends. We saw Jade Cargill coming through the casino.
I love her.
Jade Cargill coming right through the casino. And on top of that, I think this is like the most fun. It's this whole Vegas trip that it was great for me. I got to see Carlos Santana. Live.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we did.
I've never seen them live. Ray and the hookup was fantastic.
Oh yeah, we got
Taking care of VIP style, small little, beautiful
House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Oh wow.
Very, very intimate kind of crowd. But we were above like the rest of the crowd, like on these fucking like fat ass fucking VIP sofas with the fucking private bar behind us, and so it's just like, it was great. It was absolutely great. Carlos Santana pissed off a lot of people. You guys are going to a Carlos Santana show, which is great, and I appreciate that man's message of music, love, harmony, peace. Like literally, I knew I kind of felt it, and I'm so happy. But he went into playing Europa, dude. I could feel like Carlos's fucking like vibe, bro. Like he was killing it on the guitar, and he feels it so good. But it got emotional. I haven't been emotional like that at the concert ever, where I just fucking felt the song, like I could feel it from the artist, and it's just an amazing feeling. I'm glad that fucking San Francisco's fucking Carlos Santana was the guy. It's that fucking, it's what you go back to a concert for. It's that one rush feeling of emotion that's just so like overpowering. And Carlos Santana is an amazing guitarist. The guy who was singing was also fucking great. I think he sang on a couple of his albums too, right?
Yeah.
And were we in danger of not seeing Santana? I think he just like a bunch of people in his band got COVID.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're lucky, man.
One person got COVID in the band.
One person.
That would have been disappointing as hell, man.
Oh no, it was two. It was his bassist, and it was his wife.
Oh,
Was she there? She wasn't
I
there.
think so. Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Like she wasn't there, but they both were sick and they were out. So he had to deal with two other people as the fill-in musicians, and those guys did fucking an amazing job. And so it's like wrestling, running around at a wrestler meet and greet. Just going through the casinos through Vegas for my first time, seeing what it's all about. We went to a cool barcade out there. Fucking Josh. Having a time with Josh out there, and Wancho was great. Walking up and down and not eating White Castles because they warned me not to get it. It was all good.
Meat paste.
It was honestly like it came at a time when I kind of just needed that, and it was just great that it was like all just packed together, like just good experience after good experience after good experience after good experience, and not just good experience but good lifetime experiences. I don't think I'd ever have tickets like that again, like where you guys get to see backstage.
Yeah,
I would be cool. I would be cool with seats like that again.
Oh yeah. It was kind of like I just kind of got not random, but I just kind of like, oh, they said like obscure view. I was like, oh, let me see. Like, and look, it was like 2 seats on the corner. I was like, oh, this might be. Like, I'm gonna try these, and they turned out to be like some of the best seats we've ever had. Really.
Yeah.
Not like those third row seats at
at New Japan were great.
Yeah, those are pretty good, but yeah, it was pretty awesome.
You get to see how big these fuckers are, and once again, I'm a huge wrestling fan. You can see it right here, Blackpool Combat Club.
Wrestling fans and comic book fans are kinfolk. They're like, there are a lot of wrestling fans who are comic book fans, and a lot of comic book fans who are wrestling fans. Both, like that's why I busted out with this little pin.
Yeah,
to do the power bomb.
Yeah, a lot of those guys grew up like in the 80s and 90s, and they even though they don't even watch wrestling now, they still that had like an influence on them.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just classic good versus bad. These over the top characters,
Ultimate Warrior, man.
And having these epic battles, and telling these storylines. These some of them more subtle than others, but yeah, it was a good weekend, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're even like wrestlers right now. They're using all the gaming, comic book, to do with their paraphernalia, even their character.
Yeah, like Jade Cargill came out dressed like She-Hulk,
came out dressed like a bunch of Mortal Kombat characters too. Like it's just great to see some of these wrestlers coming out in like 10 was when he was at the very end when he was wearing a mask. It kind of had the Deathstroke kind of feel to the mask. So I think he had a Bane one at one point. Yeah,
like a Bane, like Joker kind of mask.
Yeah. So I fucking.
They're nerds. They're a bunch of nerds.
They're a bunch. All these guys are a bunch of nerds. Fucking Brian Cage uses his drill claw as his, and he has another move called Weapon X. So they are true wrestling fans, man. I mean, wrestling fans are comic book fans and nerds, and that's the best part about all of this. That we're all a part of. That we can all be all in the same room and fucking just like the same shit. I love that. And until you guys say otherwise.
All right. Yeah, it was a hell of a top 10. I think I love everybody's diverse list too. Everything like different shit on there. Yeah. This was a good year, man. This was a lot of good shit. Like we could easily made a top 20 would have been easy. Like it would have been so easy to make a top 20.
Yeah.
Easily.
Easily, yeah. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this list a lot. I like making lists. I'm a sucker for lists for sure.
I like to debate the lists. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anything that didn't make the list that you wish you could have threw on there?
Ms. Marvel. For me, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk. Cobra Kai was another one.
Cobra Kai,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga
Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah,
the Cowabunga pack.
Both of them. They're both great. Stray's another
Joe Montana documentary. Cool Under Pressure.
Willie Mays documentary.
Willie Mays documentary. Yeah, that's a good one too.
That's a good one too, man. I mean, there's so much.
Yeah, Flash. I wanted to put on the Flash, the new current series
run?
Flash. Yeah, Wally's back as the Flash. It's been really fucking good. That's one I wanted to put on. What was the other one? Yeah, Werewolf by Night didn't make my list. I wanted to throw
Werewolf
that.
by Night was close.
Neymar, I wanted to put on my list. I really enjoyed fucking Neymar in the Black Panther movie, but that movie was kind of
World Cup almost made my list.
World Cup, yeah.
It was a great World Cup.
Oh, World Cup. Oh yeah.
It was a great World Cup. A lot of upsets. A lot of fucking people taken out early. But a lot of favorites taken out early. So
it was a year of. We had a lot of great artists pass away. In addition to the great George Perez, we had Neil Adams passed away, Tim Sale, some other not as well known artists as those two that I just mentioned.
Carlos
Pacheco, Kevin O'Neill, Sho Morass. She was she did like some DC action figures, and my friend used to work with her, and I've shown some of her art on the show before, and she passed away after a long health battle. Yeah, man, there was some really good like comic book artists. The comic book community got we lost some big names this year, and we'll always have their artwork and their memories, and especially Uncle George, like Michelle, you freaking love him, and he was always one of my favorites growing up, and you guys as well. I mean, I know you loved him. Pretty much invented Nightwing, right?
Way to bring down the fucking show, Hondo.
No, we gotta give respect, man. It's a celebration of their life.
The
celebration, bitches.
It's not our worst. 2022, Alex.
Let's acknowledge it, though, man. And you usually say, "Hey, top 10, good or bad." You always say that normally.
No, top 10 good.
Top 10 good or bad.
No, not top 10 good or bad.
No, but you always say, like on other shows, top 10 good or bad. Things that might have. Yeah, you always say that. We can go back and rewind the tape. And I'll
you got receipts.
That's not a pull list.
I think that's what he refers. He refers to the pull list. What you like, what you didn't like. It's not the pull list.
Oh, come on. It's splitting hairs.
It's not a pull list, Alex.
Hey, man, I got to acknowledge it, though. Like, I miss those artists, man. They're great.
Me.
Do you guys have, like, top 10 hate lists? Like, what
okay. What kind of hate are we talking about? Hate actors, hate.
We're already negative during the whole year. We don't need to be
negative. Because, like, everybody talks about their top 10, which is always like what they like, but then I was like, what's your top 10 of all the bullshit that happened this year?
Oh man,
let's not go. No, that's why I don't like doing the worst, because we do the worst all year.
Well, it could be constructive, though. It could be constructive if you talk about this movie. And
I agree.
No. It's not.
Let's let the hate flow.
That dark path for Rick. No.
Like every show.
She's going to try for next year for Fan Expo. We'll see, Lori. We'll see. Santana's the sweetest guy you'll ever meet. Yeah, Rick Rock the Axeman. Yeah, he's very sweet.
I met him.
Coming in 2023.
Yes.
John Wick 4 and Cocaine Bear. That's we'll save that for next week. That's going to be our
John Wick 4 and Cocaine
Bear. That's going to be a fun list. Yeah, talk about all the cool shit that's going to be happening in 2023.
Oh, Prey.
Prey. Yeah, it's on my top 10.
That's on my other. Yeah, that didn't make the list. That was on my list. Prey was amazing.
Prey is number. What's on my number?
For top 10 movies? Yeah.
It's number 6 on my top 10. In movies. Yeah, it was good. A
lot of these movies are on streaming, Netflix, HBO.
Yeah.
A lot of these movies that were in the theater. Emily the Criminal is on Netflix. I saw that. That was good.
Yeah. I haven't heard of that one.
Aubrey Plaza. It's really good, man.
I think if you have Netflix, Amazon, HBO Max. I think you pretty much get to watch a lot of the stuff that we've talked about. I think
Hulu.
as far as shows, I'm not sure.
I
did we
don't
get
have
to-
Hulu.
Well, Top Gun's on
There's only a
Paramount.
couple. Yeah, that's on Paramount.
Like-
Hulu's got some good stuff. That that you know what? The Patient didn't make it on for me. It should have. The Patient's a good show. If you guys haven't got to see it.
Nerdy 2023 nerds.
Oh, I can't wait. There's gonna be a lot of announcements from DC coming forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure.
That's gonna be a great show, dude. I can't wait for that show.
Yeah, when they reveal all the slate.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Just let's end on a nice positive note, unlike where Hondo wanted to
Brendan
go.
Fraser is going to get Best Actor for The Whale.
Brendan Fraser. Oh
Here
my
we
God.
go. He's knocking us back down, Ray.
Let's talk about that's fat people appropriation. I'm not gonna watch that movie.
Hey, sad movie, but great overall story. I mean,
I was trying to keep it light, Alex.
sad story, but great overall message in that movie, The Whale.
I agree. He should get an act. I love Brendan Fraser. I'm glad he's having a renaissance.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
glad he's having a renaissance.
I'm so happy that he's
That would
back.
be a
And
comeback.
Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, Max from Stranger Things, she was awesome in that movie, man.
Try not to cry, Alex.
No, I was choked up at the end of the movie. I was
I'm
like
sure I'd
serious.
be too.
I was choked up at the end of Chippendale Rescue Rangers too.
So was I.
Lori finally saw Creed 2. Creed 2's all right.
Creed 2's good.
It's good. It's not as good as the first one, but it's good.
It's like Rocky 3. It's good.
Yeah, the next one looks pretty good. Jonathan Majors.
Tulsa King. Have you seen that? I haven't seen that.
I really want to watch that.
I heard that's good.
There's a lot of stuff I still have to get to.
Dude, there's so much, man. I can't
There's a
keep
lot
up.
I missed out. Yeah, a lot
It's a
of shit
good
I missed out on.
though.
Pam and Tommy, or Tommy and Pam. Which one was it? That was funny.
Tommy and
It's
Pam.
really good.
Yeah, I
I
still
haven't
haven't.
seen that yet.
Pam and
Yeah,
Tommy.
a lot of good shit. Like, yeah, this list could have been top 20 for sure because a lot
Easily.
Oh, definitely.
of good shit this
Year
year.
of TV, man. Year of TV.
Yeah, I think it was a year of a lot of good shit. A lot of good movies, good wrestling, good movies, good fucking music. Was meh.
A lot of crazy
Yeah,
shit.
we went to a Wu-Tang concert. We
Yeah.
went to go see the Jizza.
The RZA. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
Inspector
let's see what-
Deck.
got to watch
entire-
Disney play chess. That was fun.
I went to the Cat Club with Ray.
I was cutting the rug that night. Yeah.
Yeah, you were cutting the rug, man.
All right. Nobody love me. Or learn all my moves from the fucking gopher from Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
Shake that belly. All right. Well, yeah, this was a fun list, fun year, a lot of cool shit. Yeah, this is, I think was a good list. Curious to see what next year's list is going to be. But yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Meshellica, any final words before we get the fuck out of here?
Just go Niners. That's
Yeah.
what I have to say. Go Niners.
Yeah, get to beat the crap out of the Raiders, which is gonna be fun.
Oh, New Year's Day. Start the year off right.
On New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Yeah, it should be fun. It's gonna be their Super Bowl, so they're gonna try to play us hard. They're gonna want to beat us for sure. Hondo Lauren, any final words before we get the hell out of here?
It
Any
was
more
a
counter you want to give us before we
crazy
get
up and down year. No. I started off the year with really like challenging. Really, it was really tough. Like a lot of stuff that I dealt with, but now you just got to ride things out in the roller coaster. But it was an awesome year, man, and we had a lot of good times, all of us, doing stuff. Me and Grayson went to the Killers concert, and
I could have been on the list, but they didn't play the man.
Meshellica, we got to do English beat next year.
Yeah.
And and the wrestling that's coming in Cow Palace.
What month is that? March?
March 1st is the Dynamite, and then March 5th is the pay-per-view at Chase Center.
March.
Yeah, so it's gonna be another good year, man. Let's keep our heads up, and everybody be good out there. Do what you want. I mean, do what you like. That brings
Don't
you
do what
fun. Brings you fun, but
like.
be responsible. Be responsible, and that's it. Happy Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day, everyone.
Family's birthday is in a couple of days too.
Oh yeah, you would have been what, 100?
Or I think 101 or something.
Yeah,
100.
Oh, yeah, I think last year was his 100th. Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Effort.
trying to be positive.
See, you set them on a dark path.
Fucking Giants.
That's how
Trying to
Anakin's.
Be excellent to each other.
Trying to be positive. I know people are gonna say, but we're becoming second rate, and I don't like that. So yeah, just be good out there. Can't wait for 2023. A lot of funny shit happened this year, which is great. A lot of unexpected shit. A lot of just like walking to the wall shit. Don't expect it to just, you know, if you're not looking up and you just listen to it. I don't know if you guys saw the CM Punk shit, but it was great. It's one of the best things about this year, Ray. Fucking just love that CM Punk fucking presser afterwards. It was just
Brawl
awesome.
Out?
Yeah, the Brawl Out. It's great. If you guys look up Brawl Out, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Just came out of shit out of nowhere. Made shit personal, which was like, damn, where'd this come from? Looked like mommy just punched daddy and gave everybody that feeling. Yeah. I just, you know what? Let's support our Bay Area. You know, they're not playing the greatest, but if they start playing great again, I don't want people jumping on the bandwagon all of a sudden again.
Yeah,
I
good or bad,
believe.
you gotta stay with this team, good or bad, win or lose.
I believe in this team. I believe that, you know, they're going to turn it on when nobody sees it, and they're going to play the right kind of basketball at the right kind of time. So
When are they going to activate Iguodala? Does anybody even know?
I don't even ask that question anymore.
We're probably saving them for the playoffs, but
No, I don't even ask that question anymore. I'm like, do you really want to play? That's a roster spot he's taking up.
All right,
Yeah.
check in the sports talk later in the episode.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Good job, everybody. Fun list, fun show.
All right, thanks, guys.
We'll
Sorry,
be
Frank.
on next week. Yeah, sorry, Frank. It's a little long this week.
Long?
I haven't been to comment.
Yeah, wow, this is a long one. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the longest one we've had in a while. I'll be going by Amazing Fantasy this week because I haven't been to comic shop in so long. Look out next week. I'm not sure. We'll work out the days and who's going to come on for our preview episode of 2023. That's always a lot of fun too. So we'll have our discussions later. Look out for that, and a lot of fun. And you guys have a safe New Year. No drinking, no driving. Uber, carpool. Don't get a designated driver. There's one of your friends that doesn't drink right now, so don't drink and drive. And we'll see you guys next week. And have a good year.
Bye.
All right.